What's happening?
And we're live again with another
We are
episode
professionals.
of Roll for Story. And here with most of our players. We're just missing one, but that's fine because we left off with you guys getting separated by this grinding sound. The entire cavern, this cave system, seems to be constantly moving, disorientating. Passageways are closed off as new ones are opening up. And for the purposes of this, just because it makes it easier for my life, as this wall begins turning, a few of you manage to jump in time, and the passageway behind you gets shut off, leaving Raheem with Andi and Yuckmug, and the two little dustlets as well. And you're sure they'll be okay together. They've got the dustlets who are guides in this strange place, but for now it is just you four separated from the others. The rumbling finally comes to a stop, and the passageway has changed and opened up into a small tunnel, but there's definitely a lot of light coming from down here. Sounds like there's even movement. You can hear something like a scraping sound, clinking of glass as well.
Never good.
Karius looks to the others. Right. No. Do you want to sneak ahead Kesh'an and check what's happening, or do you want me to go ahead and just try to talk my way through whatever it is?
I can try and sneak ahead. I don't
I
mind.
mean, Kesh'an can speak to anybody, so...
I know, but he can speak to anyone. It's just sometimes he's not very good at what he says.
No, he's not, but then that's when you step in and sort of fix everything.
Yeah.
I think you'll find that I am a master wordsmith.
I mean, it certainly sounds sometimes like you're beating on metal, I suppose. But yeah, if you sneak ahead, see what it is, and then report back, I'll send Taklo with you as a little, relay point.
Very well. So I shall sneak.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
I shall.
I can't see Taklo on the map, so I'm assuming I pooped him at some point, so I'll poop him back.
19.
19, okay. You manage to wait for the grinding to come to a halt, and you begin to sidle up along the walls here, avoiding the cracks and potentially any dangerous tiles as before. And the light, it takes you a while to adjust. There we go. So as you come around the corner, you definitely see a brazier is well lit in this room. There's 4 pillars, and at a table, a stone table, there seems to be 2 chairs, and at one of them is a blue-skinned tiefling, white hair kind of slicked back, tied in a pony knot, and you can tell they are minding their own business as they're like drinking from a glass. They've also got slightly minor tattoos over their face. There seem to be some sort of markings, but they look to be, an adult tiefling male. And as you come around the corner, you're realizing there's not much you can hide behind necessarily. And the brazier is well lit in this place, and they're kind of they're facing almost in your direction as well.
So I'm gonna stay behind the corner, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna look to Taklo, just go, and point over to these like hay things.
Yeah, you can tell there seems to be a slab in the back that maybe is a makeshift sort of bed, because you can see covers and some sort of leaves laid out as maybe bedding.
And I'm just gonna say, make a distraction.
Okay, he will fly in without saying anything and just fly over to the bed and ruffle about in it. Just straight past the tiefling's gaze.
Okay, they definitely spot the little dragon.
Yep, he
And,
wasn't trying to hide in this case. So, whee! Bed!
As it notices it, the immediate reaction is sort of his head turns, looks at it, but then seeing what it is, looks back the other way from where it came, and he stands up, but he's still got a glass in hand. He hasn't drawn a weapon or anything. And he says, hello? Who goes there? Is this your pet?
I go here. This is a bed. And I wanted a bed.
He turns to face you, Tackler, and then says, I see, and are you lost? You don't look like you're from around here.
Not lost necessarily, just not quite sure where I am.
Well, that makes two of us. Kesh'an, you sort of sidle around the wall as he's distracted, and yeah, you've unfortunately come to a dead end. But you can tell the walls don't quite line up here. Obviously, this one has just closed, as perhaps the other one opened.
I thought I heard the sound of someone like clinking glasses, like they were doing a cheers, but I only see one of you.
Oh, that was the bottle of wine.
That makes
Andy
more sense.
gestures to the table, and he does seem to have a meal set out for himself.
Are you eating anything good?
Some of these stone fruit that I found earlier, exploring these cave systems. Tell me, what is your name, little dragon?
Oh, I'm Taklo. Spelled Taklo, just in case you were wondering. Need to just write it down in a journal or something. You know, I met the awesome pseudo dragon Taklo.
I see. My name is Lokashun.
I mean, I don't have a journal, so you don't need to tell me how to spell it. I mean, I'm not very good at writing anyway, but, can I call you Locus for short?
Like the insect?
Well, it was either that or Loki.
Loki's fine.
Okay, Loki it is. So what brings you down to, I think we're on the second layer of the Earth plane, right? What brings you down here? Looking for a special rock, perhaps? There's lots around here.
As it happens, yes. But moreover, I'm just trying to get out of this confounded maze.
Well, it would be good to get out of this maze, I do admit. I don't really like the underground. I mean, there's no strawberries down here for one, and that's just terrible.
Well, I found out there's a door.
Did
Looks
you
like it
happen
needs
to
some
find like a
keys.
special rock that goes into the door?
That depends. Did you find one as well?
A friend of mine did. Not quite sure where he is. I left him behind somewhere. But yeah, it was, I want to say it was a green rock we found. Yeah.
At this point, you can make a perception check with Tagline.
Okay.
And just because I'm overhearing this, would I be able to insight him when he says, so you have one? Is that a sign of intrigue or a bit of a desperation?
Totally insight check that.
13?
Hard to tell at this point. You haven't actually got a view of his facial expressions. You're just hearing the voice, but he seems like he is trying to get to the bottom of this. At the moment, he seems quite friendly, talking with Taklo. But Taklo, you've got a 15 on perception. You can see he has got like a cord around his neck, but the necklace, if he is wearing one, is hidden behind some clothing. He's just got like a white shirt, leather armor.
So, are you from the material plane? Maybe like the what's it called? Guidia, that sort of way?
He's from the material world because he's a material girl.
He says, "Idea. Not sure I'm familiar with that one, but yes, originally, but been down here for a long time.
Were you a slave down here, or?
Yes, yes, exactly.
It's not a good thing to be slaves.
No.
That's what my friends tell me anyway. I've never been one, so I can't really say. They were.
Yes, I managed to escape their grasp.
Nice. How'd you do that? Was it like awesome, like martial arts, punching and kicking, or was it magic?
A little combination of both.
Oh, nice. Nice. I'm honestly a big fan of the combination of both. If you just have one, it gets a bit. You have too much reliance on it, and if you have the other, you don't have enough options.
He grins in your direction. Just you seem quite a charismatic little dragon there.
I try.
You're not from material plane as well, are you?
Well, originally no, but I've made a good home there with my friend. We've been together for a while. We've been on a few adventures. We've been pirates on the sea. He's jumped into the mouth of like a sea monster to save someone. We fought some dragons. That was cool. Like proper big, scary blue dragons.
Powerful?
Yeah.
Powerful dragon?
Yeah, they shot like lightning. They could go like miles, it seemed.
He's gonna randomly insight check you. That's quite impressive. Your friend, is he here now? And he turns around and like peers down the corridor, and at this point probably does spot you, Kesh'an, as he does take an effort to like walk forward, look into the tunnels.
If I'm able to like perch myself up like above the door and flap myself in the crevice.
He basically wants to hide in the corner like a lizard.
Let me just check something. And you're forgetting you have something on you as well. When you haven't moved for more than a minute in
Cloak of
dim light,
shadows.
you become invisible. Yeah, so that would be the only reason why he couldn't see you. Otherwise, he would literally see you whether you're bucked up against the wall or not. But the cloak of shadow seems to just meld you into the crevices.
Let me see if I can get in contact with him. I'm sure he'd like to speak to you. And then Karius will come walking down the corridor because this guy seems reasonable enough.
Ah.
Are we all following, or are we staying put?
Karius just sort of shrugs. It's up to them.
Oh, so it is no longer a stealth mission.
Karius just like,
Well, what are the chances of this? A fellow blue-skinned tiefling.
I know, right? I mean, when we heard some like pebbles talking about another blue-skinned tiefling, but then we found some skeletal remains, and we thought that was what was left of them.
Yes, my companion.
My condolences.
No, it's quite all right. I've had a long time to mourn their passing on. Now, who are you? Are you all together?
Yes.
An adventuring band?
Yes.
Oh, if we weren't, people would be fighting right now.
Yeah, we're the Keyasters, except maybe Elias. We haven't quite decided on him yet. He's an initiate.
You really going by that name? Really?
That is the name of the group.
I see.
Because
You had a problem with it. Llewellyn didn't have a problem with it.
and
I mean-
then behind you is our leader, Kesh'an.
He turns around
Oh.
and no one's there.
Or at least in spirit he's behind you. He's probably somewhere else. He's probably found himself a box of yarn to play with.
Well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kirstie. I am
Yes.
Lokashun.
Right, I'm Karius, of the Damsir family. This is... Do you want to introduce yourself, or do you want me to? I'm just...
Your friend here tells me that you are powerful adventurers, capable of slaying dragons.
Yep.
That's us.
Took, I mean, at this point, dragons, djinn, what else have we taken down that's impressive?
Liches?
I personally haven't taken down a lich. You might have, Elias. Giant scorpions. That was a pretty fun one.
The sun and moon.
The sun and moon. Yeah, that was a pretty bad one. I died during that one.
Like the literal sun and moon, or
Sort
Kind
of.
of like it was the power of the sun and the moon. It's a whole thing to it.
Yeah, but
You had to be there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, from what my little friend Tekla's told me, you're looking for the way through a door down here.
Right, yes. Found a door. This is, I believe, a way to escape, perhaps?
From what we know, it's a way to get down to the third layer.
Yeah. It takes you further in, I'm afraid.
Ah, damn.
But I'm thinking, and this is just my personal thoughts, even if they can go through rock and stuff, I reckon that down at the bottom layer, the Great Khan guy, the guy in charge, he's going to have a quick way to get between the layers and get out. I reckon he'll have something down there.
not anymore, he won't.
Well, he personally won't, but there'll be something down there. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
I see. Hmm.
Though,
To get down here in the first place, anyway.
that is a good question.
Oh. Well, being slaves, we were captured, of course. And we managed to escape our captors and found our way here.
You didn't pass the other guys at the entrance. They didn't give you any trouble.
She looks at you for a moment. The others, you mean those bandits?
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, this is supposed to be
Well,
a secret tunnel.
Secret
Wait.
tunnel.
You weren't guided
You
down
think-
here by anyone named Brahim, right?
no, can't say that I have.
I just wanted to gauge the reaction of that name.
Thinks for a moment, and you can see he sort of walks back over, and he actually offers you guys, help yourselves, by the way. And he gestures to the wine.
Don't mind if I do.
Hmm. And then he finally talks to you, Eirina, and says, as it happens, those bandits are, well, the ones responsible for my partner's death.
Oh. We thought he just got skewered by the trap.
Yes, fleeing those bandits. We uncovered their little operation they have going on here. They are hunting pearl python for their precious gems. They're basically poachers.
Huh, we should have killed them.
We
I mean-
should.
I mean, we did some serious damage to them. They're probably not going to come after us anytime soon, except for revenge, in which case I'm just going to end them.
Yeah, kind of had enough.
Unless we avenge my partner first.
So you're saying you want to go kill them?
I'm thinking that they're only going to be a thorn in our side later on.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but how did this become we and our?
Well, your
We just
powerful
met you.
adventurers, you seek to do good, don't you? Or
Yeah,
killing-
but doesn't mean I'm gonna go around killing people.
If I'm honest,
We
those-
don't know you. You don't know us.
I mean, I suppose
And-
what's in it for us would be a good question.
Just because the bandits before said words very similar to yours, they had a goal that was very similar to ours. As soon as we thought we had a mutual agreement, they stabbed us in the back due to greed.
Quite literally.
Hey, look, there's Kesh'an.
Hi.
well, I do not hoard wealth, and I do not covet it either. You see by my humble living space that I am only trying to survive down here. However, you ask what is in it for you, and he reaches into his neckline and pulls out a cord, and on the end of it, you see a very similar gemstone to the one that you had found in the puzzle room. This one is of a kind of a blue, almost like a cold blue color, and you can see it's sort of slightly swirling, almost like it's giving off what's it like, like a gas, like a whitish gas.
Like coldness.
Yeah, literally that. Yeah.
So, we take
Liquid
down these
nitrogen.
guys for you. You give us the key. You stay here and live your life, and we continue on.
No, I think he wants to come with to escape.
I was going to say he's going to be coming with, because I'm not just going to go back and put myself at risk.
I mean,
But-
he can come with us to kill them. I was saying he doesn't have to come to the third level.
I'm just thinking, you guys. Do we have time to traipse
No,
through a
we don't.
maze that keeps changing? To hunt down these, we need to keep going forward.
Yes,
we're
but
going
but-
backwards if we're looking for these people to kill them.
But we need this guy's
Llewellyn
key.
needs us.
Yeah, we kind of need the key, unless you plan on just taking.
Don't you know magic or something? Can't you just cast a spell on him?
If you're
No,
uncomfortable
that's
with killing them,
stealing.
then
We're just
at
saying
least
outright in front of him.
We're not uncomfortable with killing people, but we're on a very tight time schedule here.
Our friend
I
just died. We're looking to get him back. We need that key to get
then
through.
you understand my plight as well.
Then come with us. I said the exact same offer, and quite frankly, I'm very sick and tired of giving that offer. But this is the easiest way to live. Just come with us. You have a key, we have a key. Let's use our keys and get the keys out of here.
You roll me a persuasion check, Kesh'an.
Why do I talk?
Why do you talk?
I don't know.
He says, I've been down here for a long time. I'd actually almost consigned myself to this place as my prison, effectively, where I'd live out the rest of my days. I didn't think there would be an escape, but if the door does indeed open, it might be a way. But if that way only leads deeper, it feels as though I'm just going deeper into a prison.
And can we at least use your part of the key to get through this door, and then you can stay here and keep your key?
Yes, but I fear my soul will not rest so long as those bandits and brigands are at large. The
Well,
ones who-
considering yourself is here.
Listen, right. We've been down here like 5 days, and we're already into the second layer. We're gonna get out. So if you feel any bit of hope, come with us.
Oh,
And if we come across the thugs, we'll deal with them.
That's
Wait,
actually
we've
a
been
good
down here
point.
5 days already.
Something like that.
I don't think it's been 5.
Or it might be 4 days. We waited 3 days.
I
for it.
will consider it.
That's assuming
now-
time flows the same down here.
But we waited 3 days for the Bardoff thing.
He says I will consider it. Forgive me for having perhaps a one-track mind, but we deal with the brigands first, and then I will decide whether to
I mean,
leave my past here behind and move.
I mean, to be fair, we're gonna have to at least retrace our steps or look about anyway, because we need to find Andi and Raheem. And
There are more of you.
yes, we got separated when the maze turned a little, so we're gonna have to at least look for them.
How long have you been down here? Like, specifically this secret tunnel?
Many years. Not this specific one, but in the second region for many years.
But how
Long enough for those bones to have completely rotted.
Well, how long have you been trapped down here specifically in the second layer in these tunnels? These very hidden tunnels that we had to be guided into.
Well, like I said, years.
Can you
You
teach
can't.
me
If I go topside, the Dow will find me.
Can you teach me how you create that wine then? Because I don't have that spell.
He looks at you for a moment and smiles and says, "Yes, I can teach you. I'm all out of spells today, but next day I can."
I've never known someone with the ability to create wine.
But I've been mostly living off those stone fruit that grow down here.
All right.
Anyways, he actually finishes off the last drip of wine himself and wipes his mouth clean, and he says, "Like you say, we'll have to wait. These tunnels seem to change on their own whim."
So what do you guys want to do then?
Okay, well, we need to find the others.
You're welcome to rest here for a moment until the tunnels turn. But do we have an agreement? I'll give you this key. You can make your way with or without me. We'll decide that when the time comes. But in exchange, you at least rough up those bandits.
We already did that.
But they still stand, don't they?
Yeah, you said rough them up. You never said kill them.
You don't have to kill them. If you're against it, I will do it myself. But at least someone needs to
Weaken them.
weaken them, indeed. Yes. I'm not hearing any objections, so I'll
I
assume
mean,
you have...
I've already voiced my objection, but if the majority rules, the majority rules.
Honestly, we're gonna be looking around anyway. If we run into them, we'll deal with them when we get them. And if you follow with us and we run into them, we'll deal with them, and then But
Alternatively, we could not kill them, use the shackles we've got, and he could be their prison guard. They do seem like they need to be locked
I
up.
have no need for guard.
No, not you having guards. You being the guard of them, because they seem like they need to be locked up.
I get the feeling if they're locked up, he's going to end up killing them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we take.
It's what he wants. He's literally already said that. So
I'm trying to persuade them away from killing them. If we turn them into prisoners.
Llewellyn's waiting for us.
True.
in my head, I'm just thinking, where's Andi when you need her little hands?
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you decide, I've got to use the chamber pot.
Okay, so while he's going to the bathroom, I'm going to pickpocket him. And because our DM isn't here, I automatically succeed.
Ah, yes, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
How about we take a short rest first so I can have my...
Yeah, I'm out of spell slots, so a short rest is probably a
I
good
mean,
idea.
a short rest is
Mhm.
not a bad idea.
But I don't trust this guy as far as I could throw him.
Yeah,
And I could probably throw him pretty far.
yeah,
Probably.
I don't trust a guy who's been trapped down here for years, but somehow is able to have wine.
I don't trust him. He didn't even bury his friend. He just left him there on the floor to rot.
Also, solid point.
Yeah.
Like, that's like us if we just, like, left Llewellyn's corpse where it got burned alive in Gaidia, you know, that's...
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
I don't trust it.
I never left. I was actually just in the corner.
Yeah, so we're going to leave with the 2 keys that we have now.
You don't have 2 keys.
That's what you think.
Except that he's holding onto it right now.
That's what he
Or is he?
thinks.
Check his character sheet.
Okay.
It's gone.
So
No.
we're gonna take a short rest to recover
Okay.
certain things we need.
Go ahead.
So that's something we're gonna
Okay.
do.
You know
Sure,
what?
sure.
During this short rest, if we're going to be having this short rest, I'm going to roll those magic dice that I got. Because I have no idea what they do and they bug me.
Okay.
Are you using Song of Rest or?
Oh yeah, it will be. So the 2d6, I think, as well. Is it 2d6?
No, it's like, it's not a number of extra thing, it just, the number gets bigger. I think it's like a d8 or a d10.
Yeah. D10. So I'll roll that for everybody. 3.
Yeah, that gets me to mostly full. Pretty
Uh,
sure I
that
get
gets-
my channel divinity back on short rest.
That gets
So
me
I do.
1 off full.
I know, I'm like 3 off full.
What else do I get back? Do I get?
Cough out of characters, Snuggle Beast, cough.
Yeah, there is that.
Because I don't have the bag of holding and I'm not Elias. I'm Elias. So
I have the bag of holding.
the Snuggle Beast will be in there.
Okay, who wants it?
Snuggle Beast.
Probably carry it a little bit off.
No one
Yeah.
needs
Alright.
that anymore.
Yeah, I'll use it, I guess.
Hold on, hasn't it been used today already?
No.
Oh, by someone, but not Karius.
Yeah, I'll use it, I guess. How much do we get from the Snuggle Beast? 2d6. Okay.
Yeah, that's the 2d6.
And that
Okay.
gets me to 1 off max.
Alright, so the dice that you have, do you remember it's a pair of dice?
Yes. All I remember is I'm pretty sure that these were one of the things that we found in the Sultan's vault.
Okay. So, tell me what you do with them exactly. Do you just roll them?
I look at them, examine them to see what they look like, and then I'm just going to roll them.
Okay, so one of them you look at, and it would seem like it's just a normal kind of regular dice. It's kind of a whitish tint. It feels like slightly lighter than a plastic, or maybe or not plastic, but like it doesn't feel as heavy as stone. It feels lighter.
Hmm.
It's kind of got a whitish texture, and you can tell effectively this is probably made of bone or something.
Okay.
But the other dice is actually quite warm to the touch, and this stone seems to be made of like maybe an igneous-like rock, sort of a like a blackish,
basalt or
reddish.
obsidian or
Yeah.
something.
Right. Yeah. And it's actually still warm to the touch. So those are the two dice you have. They're 2d6.
I will, because I have no idea how they work, and I'm pretty sure not. I'm just gonna ask the random tiefling guy. Can you identify magic items by any chance?
I cannot, I'm afraid.
And I
But
suppose
I'm more than happy to have a look at them for you.
is my voice robotic? Are you saying?
No, you're fine.
A little bit.
Let me just pour some stuff that's in the background then.
As we're having our short rest, I'll sort of intertwine something into my song of rest to give Kesh'an an inspiration.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
For the next 10 minutes.
Next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll say this as well, like on the face, on like the one on the obsidian looking dice,
Yeah.
there seems to be a picture that actually very much resembles the same mask that Andy's got, which represents an Afriti. Kind of looks like that.
Hmm.
Kind of a reddish face, small horns, kind of cracked, flaming skin, that kind of thing.
Now, assuming he's on a one-time use, let's roll them. So, do I just roll 2d6, I guess? See what happens?
Yeah, you can do. Yep.
So, a 1 and a 2. And I guess...
So,
yeah.
as you roll them, nothing seems to happen from them.
Hmm.
And the other tiefling seems to look over you and say, "Not working?"
No, I'm wondering if there's something that I need to know, maybe an intent to behind them, perhaps.
I think you might be right. Yeah, come roll them on the table.
He shrugs and we'll go give it a go.
On the table, so there is a bowl that is emptied, and there's an empty wine glass, empty wine bottle. And propped up against the wall, now that you can see it, there is actually a very large glaive, similar to kind of your design.
Yeah.
Long pole, bladed end, and yeah, that's everything that's on the table at the moment.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I know tieflings and their glaive, blue skinned tieflings and their glaives, crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can. He looks over the two things and says, "Shrugs. You can try rolling them here."
I'm going to pick up the wine glass, put them into the wine glass like it's a dice shaker, and then roll them into the bowl.
Okay, all right then. Something happens as you put the dice into the bottle. You see the red one sort of flare up just suddenly. But any case, it's only for a brief flash. And as you pour them out and roll them, you can roll 2d6, but roll them separately. Roll one first, then the other.
Okay, so we'll say this
The
is
first-
white, I guess.
Okay. Yep.
And this is red.
Okay. You see, as you tip out the dice, they roll up and into the bowl, and they finally come to a rest. And as soon as the red dice lands on the floor, it again flares up, and with a burst of fire this time, and the bottle that you're holding in your hand suddenly bursts into flame, and you you can't even hold on to it anymore. There's nothing there but flame. And as you step away from this flaming bottle, it disappears like in a puff of smoke, as if the fire just extinguished.
I didn't do it.
What the heck? Your dice seem to have taken away my bottle. It was empty anyway, but still, that was unexpected.
Yeah, maybe if I... And Karius just sort of considers, maybe if I touch the white one to an object and then roll the red one, it does fire damage?
Ooh, try it again then.
I
Okay.
am not sure.
I will,
I guess I should roll like some point of damage, but you're very resistant to fire as it is.
yeah.
So it probably only lightly scorches you.
Yeah. And,
I'll say you take like 1 point of damage.
yeah,
It's just a
okay.
slight burn. You're like, ah.
Okay, so this time, Karius will look through his pockets, pull out, I don't know, actually, I don't have a lot of junk items. It's actually quite weird.
You travel light.
Yeah, pull out a torch, I guess. That makes sense.
Okay.
Press the white dice to the end of the torch where it would normally light,
Yeah.
and then I'll roll the red dice.
As you go to pick up the red dice, then it sort of flares again with fire as you're trying to touch it, and you take 3 down to like 2 points of fire damage. And yeah, that's as you're even just trying to grab a hold of it. You haven't even pinched it yet, and it just suddenly flares up and bursts. Do you continue to try and force to pick it up?
No, I'm going to stare at it for a moment, and then I'm going to try to blow on it.
Okay.
Like you would with hot food. So
yeah, sure. It cools down a little, but it doesn't. It still seems to have that kind of red hot glow to it.
Eirina, you're smart. Any ideas? And you know more about fire than I do.
And I should say, I guess there's also sort of a flare of white from the white dice when you touch it to the torch as well, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I have an idea. And now.
Like touching it to something definitely did something.
I'll try rolling the white dice now.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll 1d6. Okay. As soon as you roll it, you suddenly see the red hot dice burst as if like it sparks off of the table, and it rolls across the table. The torch in your hand sort of flashes for a moment in the same kind of white, and then stops.
Now gonna wrapping maybe my hand in like a bit of cloth. I'm gonna try picking up the red one again.
It flares again,
Huh.
dealing 1d4 fire damage, but you take 1. This time though, the 2 dice seem to almost clash together. They're on the same table, right? So they sort of just clash against one another. You can sort of see sparks fly between them before they kind of like push away from each other, but they don't roll. They sort of just slide away.
Okay.
And Lokshun does point out, you both rolled a 2.
So if I roll the same number, they clash.
Seems that way.
But what's the point?
Roll again, see what happens.
I mean, I can
Have
try.
I ever seen or heard about any dice behaving this way?
Probably not, but you can roll an Arcana check.
Is this like some sort of magnetic dice but with flame? If you roll the same dice.
Yeah, you're really unsure, Eirina. All you've seen so far is that they seem to flare and flash. Something happens when you touch the white dice to something, and earlier on the bottle disappeared in flame, and it hasn't come back. So you're not sure what happened to that, but it's gone.
What did you roll when that happened?
A 1 on the white, a 4 on the red.
Okay, and the second time around you rolled a 2 on the white.
Yeah, and then the red.
But
got
you've only
rolled.
touched it to an object so far.
Yeah.
Try touching it to another object.
Okay, I will try to nudge it with my. I'll just touch it with an object, like another torch.
Okay, yep, the white flashes again.
Okay. Then I'll attempt to pick up the white.
Yeah, you pick it up, no problem.
Okay, then I'll. Okay, so I've been struck twice. The bottle disappeared in flame. I'm then gonna tap the red one with the same torch.
That doesn't seem to do much. In fact, as you try to pick up the red dice, it flares again.
Well, it was more. I wasn't trying to pick it up. I was just trying to press the torch against the red one.
Then nothing seems to happen. It's only the white dice.
What happens if I try to touch it?
The red dice.
Yeah.
It too flares up and does 3 points of fire damage. You're resistant, aren't you?
Only when I'm on fire.
Okay, all right. You take a bit of burning heat as this thing flares up for 3 points of fire damage. Don't think you should be concentrating on anything, but
No, I'm not.
well, then you need to end the effect in your. You're concentrating on banishing smite. You need to delete that every time you're finished with it.
How do I do that?
Go onto the effects in your character sheet and delete it. I've done it.
There's nothing on there.
I've done it for you.
Does the wine glass disappeared. The red dice won't move.
I feel like
You've touched it to 2 torches so far, and it's flashed.
The
both
white
times.
dice did, yeah.
Yes.
But the red dice didn't react to.
Nope. In fact, it doesn't like being picked up at all at this point. Every time you go to touch it, it flares and burns.
When you said the red thing, the wine bottle turned into flame, was it sort of like a flash of fire and then it disappeared, or?
That's right. That's exactly that. The whole wine glass erupted in fire, and after it sputtered out, no more wine glass.
I'm going to take out the white dice and deliberately place it down on a 4.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. I'm going to take the white dice and press the 4 on it to... Press the 2 on it to the 2 on the red dice.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to roll the white dice into the red dice.
Okay, roll.
Okay.
Again. As you bounce into the red dice flares with fire and immediately bounces away, rolls onto a 5, and the 2 torches burst into flame and disappear.
What?
Is it?
I don't get it.
Wait, I get the feeling. Is it maybe like it's a 2-person game? Someone has the white dice, someone has the red dice. the white you tap against objects to place a bet. Whoever rolls the highest gets the object.
So maybe I
So
have
because the red dice rolled higher, it took the torches.
Okay, so I'll pull out another torch.
But then
Yes.
It's probably as you're saying this, Eirina, about like another person, that you still notice after the dice had flashed and it's still kind of glowing red, the face of the Afriti on the one is still sort of grinning in that
Someone-
Afriti way.
If these are the dice of the, did you say it was the Great Khan's dice?
No, these were the dice we got from the Sultan's vault.
Oh, so what might be happening is the things that you're touching that are bursting into flames, are probably
Going to
being
the
transported
Sultan's.
to the Sultan's vault.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, let's try. I will touch another torch. I've lost 2, but to be honest, I don't really
Okay.
need torches.
Touch it another. Sure.
So far, the red dice has won twice, and we've not seen the white dice.
And
roll.
I'll roll the white dice. Aha! Eat that, red dice.
6. Okay. As soon as it lands on a 6, the sparks light up on the dice and it rolls. And it rolls lower. And you see a burst of flame and a charred torch appears on top of the table that wasn't there before. Your torch is still remaining, the one that you touched it to, still there.
So,
Now a kind of burnt charred torch appears on the table, and
so,
you see the Afriti's face on the dice is sort of not grinning as much.
so these, I think these are gamblers' dice. So if we had something we wanted to double on, we could bet it, but we might lose it. So if we had a greater healing potion, and we bet that, and we won with the white dice, another one would appear.
It does look, by the way, like your same torch from earlier, but it's all burnt up.
But I think that's the idea. We can gamble our stuff away or duplicate it, so to speak.
You see, that's never going to end well. Ever.
That's my guess.
Karius sort of looks at them and is like,
Try with this. I put a lemon sherbet on the table.
okay, I'll
Just
press. I'll press the
Okay.
white dice to it and then roll.
Okay.
And see if we win.
Sure.
If the white dice wins, we'll see what happens.
Are these like Tux's dice or something?
Maybe Tux would have a pair like this. Definitely like the bone dice, probably. The fiery one, maybe not so much. Okay, so this time you put the lemon sherbet down. It erupts in fire. And, sorry, not the sherbet, the dice erupts in fire. And there's a moment or two that passes. Before suddenly you see a burst of flame on the table, and there is not another lemon sherbet. That wouldn't make sense. It doesn't seem to duplicate items. This is where you kind of rule that out. But you do see something in its place that is sort of like an amber, like stone, clearly still hot from the heat as well, from the bursting of it teleporting in here. And the amber is see-through. You can see all the way into it. And let's see.
So we can. So it's not the same item, but it's something as close to.
Or perhaps if it doesn't have the same item, it. So has the actual lemon sherbet disappeared and been replaced by this amber?
There is what looks to be the lemon sherbet is still there.
Okay.
So it's
Yep.
like when
The
You
only thing
won the
that's appearing-
dice roll. This is
Yeah.
the compensation you get from whoever
So-
has the other dice.
Yeah.
The way I see this, it's like when you make an order at Asda, but they don't have it, so they give you something else.
There's an amber like gemstone, and inside the gemstone there is a beetle that is stuck there in the amber.
So this is like when you ask for cereal, but you get a toothbrush instead.
I hand
I think
the
this is the
amber
thing
to
that they
Eirina because
put.
it seems like they'd like it.
Okay.
Thank you.
The amber is perfectly smooth.
Goes
It
in one of
looks
my many
like-
pockets.
Yeah, it's one of your trinkets. It looks like it's maybe worth a bit of gold. Like it's amber after all.
It's
And the
cool.
beetle is perfectly preserved in it as well. And it's got like a little stripy pattern on its shell.
That was
It's
my
literally cool.
lemon sherbet, I bet.
Well, you can have your lemon sherbet back.
What?
Yep.
Fine. Eirina, give him the amber. He technically did put the thing up for bet, I guess.
It's fine. You have it. Just give it.
Okay.
It's just the fact you didn't even ask. You just gave it away.
I don't know. It seemed more of an Eirina thing than what you'd want.
I do have a mini cauldron.
I have amber figurines.
Have
But the
we seen
mini.
those?
You do, yeah, from the amber temple as it happened.
Can you do anything with the mini cauldron?
I could try betting it and see what happens.
This is
Screw
the
it.
episode now.
I'm not gonna use it, so
Okay.
why not? Go for it.
Okay, I'll press the white against the mini cauldron and roll.
I do
Ooh.
also have some dank tea from
All right.
Jatan's mum.
Oh, good.
The white flash happens when you touch it to the mini cauldron. And I'm going to roll a d6. The mini cauldron erupts into flames. And you see the Afriti's face on the dice. The expression changes from a wide grin to a content smile.
You are literally gambling with an Afriti.
And Karius will then try to pick up the red dice.
You can. It does no longer flare. And at this point, I'll just tell you, it appears as soon as you touch the white dice to something, you cannot touch the red dice until you have rolled it, until you've rolled the white one. As soon as you place a wager, you can't touch the other dice.
And if neither wins, I can't pick up the red dice because nobody's won at that point, which is why when they rolled equal, I still couldn't pick up the red.
Exactly. You needed to
Okay.
roll again until one side had won. And the last thing is you always notice the red one always rolls second.
Okay.
Shall we try to go then? And I'm gonna head towards this exit, and I'm gonna try and pass wall through it.
Well, it says at this point, as you get up, you probably have been rolling dice for a while. It's been an hour as well that you've rested.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
probably
so did
hear
it-
the grinding of stone before you get around to doing that.
Says me.
So it didn't actually come up with anything.
No,
What do you mean?
because I lost the bet.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid, yeah, you gambled it. The mini cauldron is gone.
Let's not
Oh
give
no,
this
how
a
sad. Never mind.
Yeah, well, it's if you want to really go crazy and gamble something massive, then perhaps you'll get something massive in return. And yeah, you figured it out. It's probably an Afriti that you're gambling with. And if an Afriti has their own treasure vault, you can only imagine what kind of stuff is in there.
Do you wanna gamble the Wonder Secrets? I've never used it, and I've had it for a whole out of character. I've had it for a whole campaign.
I mean, I
The one-
can if you want to do it as one last thing before we go.
Unless any of you want a Wand of Secrets, you give it a flick, and if something secret is in the area, it lets you know.
Is
Like-
it?
Secret entrances,
like-
secret chests.
Yes, of course. We're in a labyrinth.
Got a point.
Though
You idiots.
I do
In a
actually
load of
have
hidden
something I
tunnels.
want to try, actually. I'm going to press the white one to one of my potions of fire resistance and roll for that. Because I have
Oh.
Because I don't
Okay.
have a lot of need for them.
Yet.
Alright then.
I'm fire resistant, naturally.
Yet.
All right, okay. You touch it, it flashes, and I'll roll.
Well, it's a tie, so we have
The
to
two dice clash and magnetize against each other before pushing away again.
So we have to re-roll.
Yes.
Oh, even better.
All right. The potion still remains, and you see an expression finally on the Afriti's dice that's just grimacing like. All right, let's see what
I
we
don't know
got
that
here.
he'd want a potion of fire resistance
Exactly.
anyway.
It was also the dick move to bet against the fruit. I'm going to give you something that makes you resistant to fire.
Yeah. It definitely. All right, yeah. In this case, then you see popping out, bursting with flames. You see an Afriti-looking bottle. It looks like a genie bottle, although perhaps there's little bits of flecks of paint that have fallen off. Maybe it's been held in the hoard for a while. But uncorking it, smelling it, it smells sweet. And there's a kind of a reddish, glowing liquid inside.
Yeah, you can tell what a potion is by dipping your finger in and tasting it, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to try it.
Tastes like a potion of greater healing.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. Anyone got any complaints about that one?
No.
Okay, let's
This is
get
a
going.
horrible idea.
There you
I
go.
don't think you should be gambling with an Afriti though.
Oh no, that was just the last thing because yeah.
This is a bad item. We shouldn't have this.
All right. So let me rotate the balls. I do that.
Karius does bring up a question as he's thinking about this. Do you think it's only inanimate objects you can bet on?
Why would you ask that?
Well,
Karius?
for example, and this is just a dire last-ditch situation. What if we couldn't get the diamonds in time for Llewellyn? And we bet his corpse.
Oh.
And won.
Yeah.
And what if we lost?
I mean, we'd lose a corpse. That we can't
We'd
revive.
lose Llewellyn's corpse.
But my point is, at that point, he's beyond us being able to revive him.
Okay, let's think about this logically. It would probably be what he wanted.
Exactly. Plus,
Would it?
if we win, we get something equal or greater than Llewellyn.
At this point, I'll walk away.
I'm joking. That was just the first thing I could think of when I was said, like... I mean, okay, another example.
Kesh'an just leads into Karius is like, she's thinking on it. It's okay.
So, like, if we touch it against an enemy and then roll it and lost, then the enemy disappears.
But if it wins, do we get an ally? Do we get another enemy?
It turns into a fucking Tarrasque.
Huh. Wait.
Like, if we, like, I'll message this to Karius, and I'll just be like, if we touch it to this guy and took the stone off him, would he then disappear?
It's a good question. But
Then we'd be hit with the stone.
What if? And Karius is just sort of considering this. He's considering ideas out loud as they're walking. What if, when we get down to the bottom land, we find what we need, because there's meant to be a lot of it down there. We did it on one of them. And won.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right.
What if we did it on Chad's harp?
Good Lord.
He would kill you.
So, as the
We did it on
grinding finally comes to a halt, let me just... yeah, you see the passageway has opened up both ways, in fact. There doesn't seem to be a dead end where you were before, Kesh'an. Seems to have actually opened to something else. Oh, there we go.
What if we did it on Skelly Chad?
Well, let's
Right.
let's
So-
continue on.
So it works on
Yeah.
objects. No. Objects can be small or large, but they're still objects. What if you touched the casino, the boat, with the dice?
Oh,
and
I
then
was
roll?
thinking, what if we touch the airship?
No. Let's never do that. That's Jamey saying that. Not. But what if we did it with Chad's casino and just touched the and then
Wait.
roll?
What if we did it to the Chad coins?
We won't get more Chad coins though.
But we might get some. We'd get something of equal or greater value to Chad coins, as far as I can tell.
Just- I was just thinking, suddenly the boat casino just disappears and everybody inside it just falls to the water.
Well, I'm imagining now with Lavelle
I
and
have an idea.
What? What now?
What if we use it on Raheem's shackles and lose?
that's actually quite good. Oh, but what happens if we win?
Then
We
we
And it
get
just turns
a
into a full-on like
well.
what's it called? Blockade.
I should mention, Karius, that after you picked up the red dice again,
Yeah.
it's kind of gone cold,
So I've probably used
Um,
its number of uses for the day or something.
and you can see the eyes have probably gone. They're probably closed as well.
Okay.
You can actually roll an insight check on these dice because they have expressions.
Can I write insight?
Yeah, anyone who's looking at the dice can roll
I
an
am
insight.
so interested in this. But also,
Okay. You can probably tell it's pretty miffed, the fact that you were trying to gamble a fire resistance potion. And yeah, it doesn't look like it's in the mood to do any more gambling today.
Karius goes, next time I'll put something more suitable on offer. I just wanted to test it with something that wouldn't be too big a loss.
And I'll say with the 16 as well from earlier, when you gave him that cauldron that keeps things warm, it wasn't crazy overjoyed, but it was like, you know what, it's suiting, it's fitting, it seemed.
I try and
Anyway.
message the dice.
But yeah, at the moment the dice do not look in the mood to gamble, and you can't message the dice. Doesn't seem like there's a mind in there. Just seems as though the dice reflect the other dealer's expression in some way.
I was seeing it.
Interesting.
Anyway.
No, I'm just thinking. I think it's up this way, right?
It's two ways. It's two new ways now.
Actually, I kind of like the look of this way.
All right, let's split up.
Whisper.
Dibs on Kesh'an.
Okay.
Well, let's not split up because the tunnels keep moving.
Yeah.
It's just by the end of this, we've not got through to the third section, but we're all in different tunnels.
No. We're sticking together. We need to find the
There
others.
appears to be like a stone wolf or a stone pig.
That is a hyena. You can
Hyena.
tell, and the room is strewn with rubble. This statue of a hyena seems to be facing into the corner, and yeah, the stonework statue is pretty damn lifelike.
Experiences with stone statues facing in odd directions is never good.
What is this?
There's either a Medusa down here or there's a basilisk. Either one is not really great.
Or a cockatrice.
Oh god, not those things. Is it the one we dropped off the ship?
Oh no.
It's come back for revenge.
As you kind of step into that room, Karius, right up behind the statue, just to inspect it, and you can tell the fur is like incredibly lifelike. That is when you hear a noticeable sound of shifting stone.
That's not good. Everyone hurry and get into the same chamber. I think things might be moving.
Oh, I was in the midst of checking this out.
Well, I
Okay,
think
so
that's
Elias-
part of the same chamber, I think.
Oh yeah, you mean like into here.
Okay. The shifting stone, by the way, what I should be more precise. Doesn't sound like the ground grinding, rumbling sound. It in fact sounds like shifting in the room you are in, Karius. But Elias, you are definitely far away and probably don't hear this. Eirina, you're probably within earshot. What do you do?
Well, I've already mentioned about the whole Medusa
Okay.
basilisk
Yep.
All right.
thing, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on the floor.
Okay. And then Kesh'an, what do you do? 'Cause you're not even in the room.
Because my thing crashed, so I'm just loading
Okay.
back in. I know
Alright.
where I
Just
am.
move you along after people. So I'm guessing you're following
Thank you.
after us.
Mhm.
Yeah, just waiting for it to refresh now.
Put
Okay.
you there because I can't see down that tunnel, but now I can see through your eyes. Ha!
Yeah, there's like an area where it's like people aren't watching. I'll just
Yeah.
watch my arc.
Yeah.
And then finally, Karius.
Yep. So
Yeah, that shifting. Suddenly, you see the mound in the back of the room. Bricks topple over one another. You start to see something rise up as if the earth is sort of blooming.
is this your hyena? Karius just says, and he'll switch to Terran.
I'm afraid it is not. Wait, are you speaking to the Lokashun? Sorry,
No,
I thought you-
I'm just speaking
Oh.
to the room because something's like
the
appeared.
room. Okay, sorry. Right. In that case, then you do see what emerges from this is nothing that seems to speak Terran. Seems points go to Eirina for guessing. This thing has a large snout, rows of canines. And as it pushes its head out of the earth, two claws, followed by another two claws, followed by another two claws, emerge and begin crawling along the floor with a long set of spines down its back. This is a basilisk of large proportion, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Well, sadly, I know what my first move is. It's investigating because that's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Which I wish it wasn't.
Okay, Karius, you're actually up first.
Okay, so
This thing sees you, you see it, but at the start of your turn, I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
good at those. Normally 20.
That's a success. This thing's gaze pierces you, but it seems as though there's rubble still pouring over its head. Dust is probably kicked up from where it's just emerged. So you sort of see it, but you don't just meet gaze. You meet sort of the sort of face, but not the actual eyes. You know what I mean? Okay, you can
Oh, it's an action to
continue your
do
go.
Okay, so unfortunately, it's an action to do the thing I was hoping I could do to try to circumvent part of this. So, Karius is just like, yeah. Damn it, Eirina, why'd you always have to be right?
Because
and
I'm smart.
he's gonna step to there. Yeah, that should be. Charge up his glaive with booming energy.
Alright.
And swing.
Bada swing.
Go right ahead.
That was the wrong glaive, but
Ooh. Okay, that definitely hits. You hear a low hissing sound coming from it, followed by a growl.
okay. And I said I was doing that with booming blade, so let me roll booming blade. So it takes 14 thunder damage, and if it moves towards me, it takes 3d8. And assuming this thing doesn't have reach, or hoping it doesn't have reach, Karius is going to take a couple of steps back, block the tunnel, and close his eyes.
Okay, you're fortunate. This thing, it's still clawing out, and it's got kind of these stubby legs, but it doesn't have the reach to grab you. This is the kind of what you're looking at.
Oh god.
And just when I said it had 3 sets of claws, you see a fourth set emerge from the back wall as it's finally fully out of the actual wall. Yeah, this
My
thing.
brain just saw the meme of like the chunky cat. Lord, here coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eirina hears this. You don't actually meet eyes with it, but you can definitely hear it crawling and coming your way. What do you want to do?
I am going to. Oh. I could do a thing, but he's just going to move out of that, so there's no point in putting that down. I am going to. What am I going to do? I'm gonna. So, okay, there's a sconce here, right? Like this
Oh yes, yeah, there is. Yeah,
thing here. So it's casting light and it's
it is.
making shadows.
Yes.
So I'm gonna look along the floor in the direction of the noise until I can see its shadow.
Well, the shadow would be behind it, against the wall. From
Well,
that
the
source
shadow-
of light.
From the shadow should be about here-ish, right, due to how the light is, right?
It'd be against the wall, yeah. You would see it before you saw its shadow.
Okay, in which case I'm gonna go by sound. I will be doing with disadvantage, but I'm gonna pop off 3 shots.
Okay. Can target it and should be control.
Yeah, it's. Where am I? Blech.
The game's paused for me, by the way. I'm not sure if that's.
Mine keeps jumping in and out of pause.
No.
It's not anymore, but a second ago it was.
That's
Right.
because when he reloads, it stays paused in the state which he left. So I have to pause and unpause it again. Anyway, it's fixed.
Okay, it's not rolling the disadvantage. Doobly, so I'm gonna have to roll it twice for each one. So 1.
Not even when you hold down control.
No, that's what I was doing. 2. Still hits.
Yay.
Alright. First one hits.
Yep. So he takes a point. Second one. 1.
Well, that's a definite miss
Dude.
in the second.
Yeah.
And last shot.
That's a miss,
No miss,
unfortunately.
but that lets us know where its AC is.
It does.
Still hit it.
And it does begin sparking. Oh, wait, that's too much fire.
Yes. But
There we go, sparking. This thing is even more pissed and it lets out those hisses and growls.
and then I am going to use my movement to just stick myself in there.
It
Its
crushes
move,
And
itself
again.
forward.
its move, so have 17 thunder damage as the booming energy explodes.
Yep, as it explodes, that statue of the hyena gets caught in the blast, shatters into pieces, and it too just pushes through them, barreling through the rubble, right up to you, Karius.
Yep.
It can't get through you, so it'll have to just swing at you. The first thing that... Oh, where is everyone? Yeah, okay. The first thing you're met with is a set of gnashing teeth.
Damn.
18 hits.
Yeah.
Takes 12 points of piercing damage, and I think you are taking poison damage too, yeah.
Yeah, but I only take
Okay.
half of the poison damage.
Alright.
Guess I'm resistant.
You're resistant, on you, okay.
Hmm.
In that case, let me roll this and then halve it.
So another 6.
You take 6. Yeah, I'll do that for you. There you go.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, this thing's slathering jaw seems to be rife with saliva, and that saliva carries a deadly poison, much like a Komodo dragon. It's not done yet. Makes 3 nodes. 2 claws rise up with so many back legs. It's actually able to kind of like rear up and slash with the 2 front ones. That's a miss. And that's a terrible miss. Getting caught in the tight chokehold here.
Yep. Karius flows around the blows like water.
Alright, let's go. Elias. You definitely hear the sounds of a terrible beast down the corridor.
So I'll have been midway checking through this, and I hear this commotion. I'm just like, what's going on?
Basilisk. Possibly.
A what? A what?
Big thing that looks at you and bites you and possibly turns you to stone.
Basically, don't look at it.
All right, where is it?
In front of me.
All right. And I judge it, and I cast confusion, which doesn't require sight.
Sure. Let me just check.
You place a template.
Yeah, I know
Oh.
that. But it's a point you choose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to do it at 5th level. Oh god. Oh, what happened? I just lost my template for some reason.
I don't know. You don't need a template though. What's it? Is it a wisdom save? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Okay. Ooh, 17.
Fail.
Fucking what? Okay,
one.
sure.
Out of an 18. DC.
Yeah, that's huge. All right, nice. If only it had some. This beast does not look very wise. It's suddenly confused. Its slashing claws seem to suddenly scrape up against the wall. Its head like turns around and then faces back the way it was originally. All right. Anything else?
I keep my head down and keep
Okay. All right,
looking at
Kesh'an,
this.
feel good.
I will call out to the others. I have a way that we can take care of it without having to see it.
Do it.
Go for it.
Nope. So go into my bag and I'll pull out what I think is my last smoke bomb. Oh no, I still got 3 left. And just go and shout, "Grenade out!" And I'm just going to chuck around the corner. And I will make it land right there.
Oh my god. Very nice.
Oh god.
So the smoke bomb erupts and obscures that area.
And we said that that was just a free action
Bonus.
because it was just a use object.
If you read it.
As a bonus action.
Okay,
And it's
cool.
supposed to be centered on yourself. So you're supposed to sort of throw it to the floor on you.
Oh,
So you could
You
have
could
ran
move up.
in and did it, and because I imagine you're going to run in and punch it anyway.
yeah. So
Then
yeah,
it's
I
good.
yeah.
Visible.
So
It's like a ninja
And-
smoke bomb.
and because I would have been right next to it, would I get disadvantage if I'm right on top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't see it, so.
That's fair.
Oh.
Ow!
I don't know why I'm targeting Taklo and
That's good.
Karius,
The
but
smoke bomb is a template, so when you slap the template down, it targets everything.
oh,
on the
it targets everything. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
template. If you want to clear, you can.
I've already done it. It's all
Okay.
good.
Tackle also
and
needs to roll a wisdom save. Just
He
realized.
does. Yeah, Tackle needs to roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
So I didn't know
But
Tackle would
you
be
do find as you're running in something hard and scaled, and your quarterstaff cracks against it.
Tackle's confused.
Am I technically blinded right now?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. Let's go on to Kesh'an, who now can't see the creature.
He has
I
another
still have
attack.
another attack, sir. And can I
Okay,
have a
go
con
on.
check, please?
Go on then.
Can I have a con save?
Con save. Okay.
Yeah.
God.
God, you could have stun it on top of everything else.
And it turns
Hmm.
to stone.
Sort of, yes, in a sense. But is it stunned? Yeah.
And would this make it an equal roll as it's stunned?
Yeah. You can roll flat.
Return. What could be
That one though, you find it's pretty hard. Scales are.
Cool.
Well, the spines on the top just kind of batter against the stuff. All
I
right.
shall call out. It's stunned. Get in.
All right. Can't see what I'm doing though. From here. And you're technically in the way here, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be on top of it. You'd be right here. All right. He kind of flails around with his glaive for a moment, but can't find purchase on him from this vantage point, and just sort of backs away into the tunnel. Maybe. I mean, hold on. Where are you? Kesh'an's here. Actually, glaives have 10-foot reach, don't they?
Yes, they're reach weapons. That is true.
Cool. All right, then we'll actually give it a shot. Okay.
And it's flat, so.
All right. Sweet.
It's flat, and there's two other people there.
Yeah. But an 11 still not on a hit, I'm afraid. Like I say, kind of flails around with the glaive for a moment, trying to make purchase, and he does the same roll again. He strikes forward, I'm just trying not to stab you in the back here, and he
It's
just
not stab me in the back.
he backs away.
First person down here has ever said that to us.
Yeah, right. Tackler D10. An 8. What happens on an 8? He has
I
to
think
use, he has to make a random melee attack against a random creature within its reach.
Okay, so let's say the Karius or the Basilisk.
So 1 Karius to the Basilisk, I
Yeah.
guess.
Sure. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay. You're not tempted to
You've
hit.
seen the video of that cat that powers up before it bites. This
Yeah.
It misses Karius heavily.
Yeah. Nothing happens. You don't even feel a. It's just probably a headbutt.
Yep.
Poor tackler. All right, Karius.
Alright, Karius with the correct weapon this time. At least I hope so. Wave Bender Leomano. It's got to be a booming blade because that's what he does. But I wasn't expecting a crit. Fun. But I don't. Would it double the crit damage? Would it double the booming blade?
Yeah. If you've cast Booming Blade.
Yeah, because I was just rolling to hit because that's what I was going to do. I was going to booming blade it because it just amps up the damage majorly. So
Just remember though, you got to say
yeah,
you're casting Booming Blade.
Yeah,
and then you strike.
Yeah, normally I do. I just forgot that time. I mean, another 2d8, I guess.
Ouchies, indeed.
And then doesn't have reactions now, so Cass will just attempt to step back, just squeeze past Kesh'an.
The blinded creatures can't even take attacks of opportunity.
Yep. There you go.
So you're good.
Oh, and Tackler needed to make a wisdom save at the end of his turn to see if he was still confused.
Sure. Okay, Eirina.
He is.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Kesh'an, duck. And
Where?
I'm firing off 3 more rounds.
Okay.
And they'll be flat now
Oh, they're flat
Yeah.
now, are they?
They are, yeah.
because it's stunned.
And because
so-
it's blind.
Oh yeah,
It's really
blinding. Blinding is such a weird one, isn't it? Because it gives
Yeah.
you advantage. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So, shot number 1.
Basically, it's the adage, right? 2 fighters in a pitch black room fight as good as 2 fighters in a normal room
Yeah.
with normal lighting.
Well, that's your
By
second
rules, anyway.
stack. There's your third. It goes boom.
Nice. It does go boom. 2d6, I think.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Very
Takes an
nice.
extra 9. And then
There's an
Last
eruption
shot.
of
it
heat.
takes another 1 point.
Okay. An eruption of heat in front of your face for a moment, Kesh'an. But you see the smoke from your bomb sort of congeal with candle wicks and turn it into this dark, ashy black that swirls around and dodges you, but definitely hurts the basilisk. Okay. It's go. It's stunned, and it's gonna roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Stunned, blinded, and confused.
Yeah.
It is still confused. All right. Okay, Elias.
Elias. Don't ship us. What's
You can hear its pained cries.
Oh.
It's not having a good time in there by the looks or the sounds.
so? This is with
B flat.
yeah.
Oh, God, your tentacle
Tentacle
slap.
slap.
Oh.
Lord Almighty. Oh, he didn't hit all 3, but
That's a
you
shame.
got some slapping in there, and you can hear like beginning to choke on its own blood, perhaps. Kesh'an.
Being so mean to this basilisk.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep slapping.
Okay. You can roll for that.
So close.
Heh.
Oh! God. The crits are coming through. You hear a loud snap. Sounded like its neck, perhaps.
And bonus action, flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Heh.
And you feel no resistance as you continue to punch it. You can hear it like you can hear its collapse to the ground,
I think
confirming that neck was that snapping noise was probably its neck. And you yeah, you're just punching meat on the floor at this point.
Oh wait, we had a short
And-
rest. Monks go their key back on short rest,
Yeah.
don't they?
The smoke bomb does dissipate.
I'll just say, I think I got it.
Yeah. and sure enough, there is lying on the ground there a very, very pummeled and its neck twisted in a very unnatural angle. And in its mouth, you can actually see there's a smoky, greenish, like plume coming from its mouth, almost as if like it was breathing up something, and as it got knocked out, its breath just sort of slowly exhaled. But it looks very, very deadly, whatever that stuff is. You can smell it perhaps before you see it as well, Kesh'an. It's this disgusting, toxic stench.
Do you think we can eat it?
No.
Though.
What does Tackler do on his turn?
Oh God.
He's still confused.
What has happened?
Salamando van.
Does nothing.
Yeah, I guess. And
He's gonna be confused the whole time. By the way, it's like
yeah, he's not
Yeah.
got very high wisdom. Actually,
you
I
see a
want-
fluttering little pseudo dragon just going
he
around
has
his body.
magic resistance. You should have had
Oh, right.
advantage.
Still would have
Oh,
failed.
yeah, it's still.
I'll grab Tacklo and I'll just give him a little pet and drop the concentration on the spell.
The concentration, right? Yeah.
I mean, its fangs seem to have some poison in them, and its claws might, so it might be worth harvesting those. Maybe take them back to that Cal Hester's or whatever they were called for selling. Calhatter.
Calhatter's cage.
And to be honest, we should probably take a bit of the meat because Llewellyn will want to try to cook it once we bring him back.
I mean, I don't know. Do basilisk eyes still work when they're dead?
One way to find out.
I don't want to look at it, so.
I mean,
you can roll an Arcana check, Eirina.
Nope. I think that's the first Arcana check I failed that badly.
They absolutely do. With that natural one, you're like, you still can't stare at it, even when it's dead. Which means you'll have to do all the harvesting blind.
Yeah, I was going to say, my brain says Llewellyn would want one of its eyes at the very least.
Yeah, Karius is going to walk towards it, eyes closed, and try to remove its eyes with a dagger whilst not being able to see it.
I will assist and give you inspiration.
So
Alright, you can roll a flat. Just flat survival. 16.
With a D10.
Oh yeah, with the D. Oh, okay. You're gonna be glad you did that, because as you begin sort of cutting it open, that poisonous breath that it had charged up, ready to go, was just about to explode from its lungs, but you managed to stop before you pierce it. Otherwise, they would have just burst and done 88 poison damage. Pretty nasty. And instead, thankfully, with the guiding help of the soothing music, you do manage to cut away its hide if you wish to do that.
Yep.
Or its eyes as well. Like,
yeah,
there's separate rolls for each.
I'll take his eyes first.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to roll for its hide with assistance. I'm guessing now that I know about the lungs, I'm not going to go near them unless I'm really bad.
I'll inspire you again, because I don't want you to get killed.
Okay. 18.
Okay, that's a success. You do also manage to carve away this thick, scaly basilisk hide that you can add to your inventory.
By the way, the soothing song that you're hearing to do all this is in the tune of Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, but it's all the different basilisk parts.
So, eyes, scales, legs and legs. Legs and legs.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. All right. That is... You can just add that to your inventory. Keep a note of that, because Llewellyn will definitely make use of basilisk eyes far down in the future. Because they do have a property.
I look at it for a moment. I'm just like, having almost punctured the lungs, I'm just like, he wanted poison, so I don't know if this poison would be a good substitute.
He wanted specifically ingested poisons. I mean, you can't breathe it in, but sure. But he wanted to make it into a potion, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if there's a way he could do that, like maybe distill it through, like like where you heat water over it and maybe mix it and then like condense it down.
That's an advanced. That's very advanced.
Yeah, Karius is just like,
we do have an alchemy set, to be fair, like a proper expensive alchemy set.
Yeah, Karius is just like, if I don't do it and I tell him and we don't have the lungs, he's gonna be pissed. Like, here we go. Assistance, please.
Oh my god. Okay.
Again.
Is that wise? It's gas. If you make a mistake, we're all dead.
And again, inspiration.
You have to tie it up, plug it.
Yep.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go stand over here.
Yeah, everybody else stand back. Tacklo, you two.
Sure. Yeah, everyone retreats away into the cave. Let me just check something.
Wait, we all have necklaces of adaptation, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. It's a poisonous gas. We're fine.
I don't know why I'm stepping away as well, because I'm immune anyway.
I know.
Everyone's full sense of security.
Hold up.
It's a flat 18.
No, I'm in.
With the
Okay.
inspiration again.
Yeah, you got the inspiration.
So it's a 20.
Because I don't want you to get yourself killed.
All right, let me just look up something on the basilisk chart real quick. Basilisk.
Wait, you've taken out the
Basilisk.
eyes. So you're not.
The gullet. Here we go.
Oh yeah,
So
I've
the
taken
gullet.
out the eyes. This would be an
Mhm.
advantage now because I'm being assisted, so I will roll that d20 again.
Okay.
No. So it's a
What did
20 overall.
A 20. Literally the DC on this.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not even kidding.
18
I
plus
just looked.
the d10. So.
Yeah, I looked it up. The DC was 20. They're worth quite a bit of gold too. But anyway, ruptured on a failed DC, which you know what that would mean.
Yeah.
You get the gullet of a basilisk, which contains a very potent poison in its gas-like form. Something that looks a little bit like this.
Oof.
It's 8d8 worth of poison damage on a DC 15.
If worse comes to worse, we can trade it with Kalhata for the Andro Sphinx lung.
Possibly.
Right.
The Andrew Sphinx lung is definitely more powerful than that, but still.
the Androsphinx lung was like a literal nuclear bomb.
It was a massive boom, yeah. Okay. So just copy that text
Okay.
and stick that in a item called Basilisk Gullet.
Won't let me copy the text.
Greater Basilisk Gullet. This thing was a beefy boy.
I like how all the stuff that Llewellyn does would normally do. The party are like, oh, but we've got to do this for Llewellyn.
That's cute. I like that. Excuse me.
I
Okay.
like how Elias just joins in.
Well, it's more so I didn't want you to get yourself killed.
All right. After that, you go back to looking and investigating the strange square-like platform that you found in the other room, Elias. And in the center of it, you can see a globe-like structure. It's only the top half, so like you're just seeing a semicircle. But you can see a groove all the way around the side
Is there
of this hemisphere.
Is there anything to like further inspect? Like, do I need to roll?
Yeah, give me an investigation check. There does seem to be a circular inset right at the edge. One edge, yeah, has got that. It looks like something should go in there.
I put Dr. Octopus in.
Okay. Dr. Octopus is put inside, and it sort of fits. One angle of it fits. And you start to see the hemisphere beginning to spin slowly with a kind of a low grinding sound of rock. And it slowly rotates slightly and moves. And then it finally kind of locks into a place.
Oh, this is like the other thing, isn't it? The puzzle. And then if I take him out, does it spin back?
Yeah, you see it slowly spin away.
It's a puzzle, guys. We gotta get the right thing to put into this slot. And then maybe something else.
What does the sphere thingy actually look like, detail wise? Is there any markings or?
On the hemisphere, yes, there does appear to be like what looks to be maybe like veins, like earthy like veins through it. That go like all the way through from one side to the other.
Is it reminiscent of like a map or a globe?
Possibly. It does look like a globe. when you first looked at it, but it doesn't seem to have anything resembling the plane of Earth. The Earth. I meant not the plane of Earth, as in the material plane. You don't see any recognizable features on that.
Yeah, my thinking is that it's these tunnels shifting.
You can give me a. This would be just a flat intelligence check, Eirina, as you are
Intelligence.
specific on this. Yeah.
Can I find? Would there be like rocks and stuff around here? That isn't Dr. Octopus. I don't want to give up my pet rock.
Yeah, the whole room full of rubble back there.
Yeah, can I go grab a piece that's big enough for this slot?
Yeah, you could.
And then I want to
You could
use fabricate to smooth it out to be the exact size.
Okay. So, Eirina, as you're looking over it, it's not really recognizable with this many kind of veins. It's hard to know. Problem with a globe of the Earth elemental plane is you can't see in it. So you're thinking to yourself, why would they even bother? Because the globe, you'd have to be on the outside to see anything. But as Elias comes back over and places a rock in, it does begin to sort of spin again slightly.
It's been fabricated to be the exact shape and fit.
Yes. Okay. All right. In that case, then you do start to hear a loud grinding and rumbling sound, very reminiscent from before. It's strange, though. The actual globe itself isn't rotating this time. Instead, the actual room around you is, but it sort of spins and spins and finally locks back into place in exactly the same position as it was before. So there's no real change to the tunnels, but you did notice it move.
So is this like we could put it in and then we run to an entrance and dive through?
What if it's more like, depending on where you got the rock from, it changes the tunnels to that area?
What? Yeah. Eirina sort of cracked it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's just because you had, obviously, Dr. Octopus was from another area, and you put this one in, which is from this area, so none of the tunnels have actually moved.
So this Dr. Octopus could get us back to the room with the door.
Yes, good.
Yeah. Potentially.
I'm so glad we brought him with.
You might have to chip him to the right size a little bit, though, in at least at one end, so he fits better.
But I sent him. I'm still unsure if this is actually what I think it is. I'm gonna try and send a message to the rock, not the rock I just shared, but to Dr. Octopus.
You send a message to the rock.
Hello, little guy. Are you there?
There is silence back.
The rock is dead. I think we established this last session.
No, but it seemed like there was something there with it. It's not.
Roll a perception check, Elias.
Perception? Why perception?
Because you're listening.
Because you're good at perception.
I'm not.
You just hear the faintest sound of like sounds like dust sifting from a ceiling, just like a, you know what I mean?
Oh, he's alive.
But you're not sure. You're not sure if that's the surrounding area after the walls have just finished grinding and stopped, or whether it's the rock that did reply psychically.
He's alive. I don't want to chip at him.
Uh,
Oh no.
Other than that, though, Kesh'an says there was another passage back there.
Yes.
I don't know.
Let's try that way, I guess.
It's good to know that works though. If I use fabricate on stuff,
Hmm.
make a key to where going back to where we want to go.
Indeed. All right
Karius
then.
is going to slowly glaive down here. Just making sure there's no odd-looking tiles. He's not actually going to touch the ground.
Okay, gotcha.
Which
It
way are
feels
we
like
going?
you've gone through this patches before, and yet it
Up
seems to lead and
back
join
the
up
way
to
we-
somewhere completely
Back the
different.
way we came, and then up north there was another passage.
Hmm.
Apparently there's a wall here, but I'm not seeing a wall. Okay, might have been tackled that was colliding.
Okay.
Okay, this is the room with the key, isn't it? Okay, we got back to the room with the keys. Well, the door.
Oh, it's the little rock guys here then.
Oh, the cult.
Yeah, the
Oh
cult.
god.
The cult.
It's the
They
cult.
are a cult. Don't give us that, Chris. They're not a
Wait, but
cult.
this is also where the bandits were.
No, they
So
were
it-
down this way. So
so
that means Andi and her dad should be down this way somewhere.
Yeah. So it's
Ah,
also a
because
now or never as to whether we decide to deal with the bandits or we
If they turn up, we'll deal with them. If they don't,
or betray this guy and just take his
Hmm.
key.
Ooh,
I don't really like doing that either. He did help us with the basilisk.
Oh, hello.
He did help us.
There you are.
Oh.
All right, we're killing them. I see.
Jump 'em! Oh wait. Now we came off on the wrong foot last time,
Hmm.
but
Don't trust
we've
him.
had a little think about what just said, and well, we'd like to take you up on your offer. You guys were clearly no match for us. In this room, there's like a large stone circular basin in the middle, and you see one of them climbs up from behind it. There's another drow elf that comes out from the shadows behind you, ready to stab you. These two should be the other way around. Oops. And yeah, Karius, you're almost surrounded, but your allies are literally just right up behind you.
Yeah.
But the dwarf says, "We were wrong to try and pick a fight with yourself."
You could say that.
So look, no hard feelings.
Yes.
We'll let you go through. You're not here to disrupt us. You don't care about us. We don't care about you. So you can be on your merry way and
Oh,
ignore
you'll let us through. I see.
everything. Right.
Based on your judgment.
Wait, who's talking?
One of
think
my
Kesh'an-
companions.
I
But
think
Karius,
Kesh'an is there, but he can't get there because
I'm
of the screen.
Them?
Kesh'an can move there.
Karius just sort of
So
I
where you are.
smiles
I
and
am?
goes, and he
You're
I'm
just
right
down
like,
here.
You're down here.
You're miles behind
Oh.
us.
That's why the fucking screen has stopped again.
Thought that's what would have happened.
Okay.
I'll
just
just,
do a quick-
I'll just drag Kesh'an to where we were.
Okay. As he's
Alright.
refreshing, so now we'll be in the wrong place again. Can't drag through walls. There you go. All right. Yeah. We'll let you through. We were here first, so I mean, that's just by the wording that makes sense to me.
You have no right. At all.
Karius goes, you know what? If you really mean what you say, then each of you come place your hand atop mine and we'll shake on it.
Is this some kind of trick? I know you guys can cast all kinds of magic. You actually
You
actually decided to deceive them.
Yes.
Yeah, roll a deception check. He's already kind of a little bit clued in on what you
I
guys
mean,
are
you
up
want
to.
us to trust you and not stab us in the back, so I'm hoping you'll trust me.
So do this. Natural 20. It's a trick. He's obviously about to cast some sort of spell.
Fine.
Female drow.
Fine. If I just wanted to get you back for the betrayal earlier. Can you blame me?
Ah, you're a tricksy one, you are.
I
And you see the
try.
Durigar, as he's saying that, beginning to grow larger and larger until he's the full size of his large self again.
Here we go again.
The assassins dip their daggers into their sheaths and pull them back out, and they seem to be coated in some sort of poison. And yeah, everyone can roll initiative. This is certainly going down.
Here we go again.
I mean, I just wanted to try to get the drop on them. My whole thing was going to be...
Yeah.
My whole thing was going to be to get them all close and then thunder step out there and just get a bunch of thunder damage off on them all.
It would have been a sick move. But they are just as suspicious of backstabbing as they are
Capable
themselves.
Of it.
Yeah.
My
Alright.
rock doesn't want to show how powerful it is, so it only rolled a 0.01.
Whoa. Crazy. Okay.
This is going to be bad.
Oh.
Ooh, they're fast this time. They
Yeah.
they did have the jump on you. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, holy shit, this is going to be bad.
Okay. Assassin is up first. He's the one right next to you. He's just
Which means
coated
he gets
his
his
poisonous
sneak
daggers.
attack.
Yes, he does. And as we know, he's got 2 short swords. Takes the first swing.
Ow.
I'm gonna use cutting words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just see him in my
All
line.
right. Okay, you can roll that d10.
It's
Oh,
not
come
enough.
Is it 19? No. Okay.
I
Has
tried.
anyone else got anything?
Well, the poison damage will be halved. And
Okay.
I will have advantage on the saving throw against it.
All right, so you'd only take...
Because it's...
Oh, yeah. Make a constitution saving throw.
That didn't roll with advantage, so I'll roll again.
Yeah, try that again. It's not good. Checking something. DC for this. Somewhere. You know what? There it is. 15. 15.
Yeah.
That is just under, I'm afraid. So you're taking half, but could be worse. In fact, well, it is going to be worse because as soon as he's hit you, he's going to use his assassinate. In fact, he should have advantage, but I'm just going to roll a d20. No, he wouldn't have crit. Okay. So as he stabs in this knife, you see the poison drip off and into the wound, and then he twists the blade and then slices upwards. This is going to hurt. He's going to sneak attack. Oh, it's a crit? Fuck, it is a crit, isn't it? It's assassinate.
I thought it's only a crit if they have surprise with assassinate.
I believe it's if they...
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're right. I'm just wrong. I'm just doing the sneak attack. So it's 46. You take 10 points of...
Did you heal me for the half of the poison, or do I need to do that still?
I need to undo that. Well, you can gain back 11.
Yeah, which puts me on 50 in total.
And then after that, swings around, and he's got another blade. Second
You know
strike.
what? Actually, before he does that, I want a dex save from them.
Okay, dex save.
They're probably going to make it, but...
Whoops. Is that wrong? Oh, no. There we go. 16.
My DC is 17, so that...
Okay.
Or is that... Actually, that's from my cleric, so it's based on my wisdom, I guess? Or is... I'm actually not sure what the save is for this now that I'm thinking about it.
It is from your cleric side. I think
Yeah.
that's sorcerer, not a sorcerer spell, is it?
Yeah, so... what the hell's my... DC for that? It'd be 8 plus proficiency, which is 5, which brings it to 13. This one... Yeah, they pass, so they take half of the 11.
Alright, so they take 6 points fiery damage.
Lightning
Or
damage.
lightning, sorry. Alright, and after that, then the second blade comes in. And this one is just as coated in poison as the first. Oh, you're lucky.
I like to think that the lightning struck the blade and drove it away.
Definitely, yeah. Reflected off and zapped him in the eyes. He's just flinching away from the attack. Okay, that's the assassin, the Drow Stalker, who is ducked down behind her. She's got cover, but then she places her longbow on the side. Well, it should have been a crossbow, but anyway, the longbow on the sheep. She fires straight across from there to you, and hits you again. Another con save with advantage. You pass. You do take half of the poison damage. Did that work correctly this time? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, minus 3.
Yes.
It did. It did actually work.
Yeah, because they barely did any with the actual main martial part of it.
They did 5 damage, and the poison was halved down to 6. So yeah, you took the correct amount of damage. Nice. All right, that worked properly. The second shot is coming at you. This one hits as well. Another con save. And
I made the save.
That is just the save. 15 is their DC. Coursing through you, there's this immense amount of poison, but your body is
Of course.
immediately.
Because it's halved for me making the save, then it's halved again, isn't it? Because of my resistance. That's why it's doing so little.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so your body is working overtime to pump its infernal blood around your body and counteract the poison.
Why do people with poison keep stabbing me?
They're looking at you confused, like, how are you still standing?
I have had practice with this.
You should be dead.
Yes.
You're not natural.
No, but to be honest, I've never been killed by a corpse before.
Huh? As he says that, Kesh'an, it's your turn, and you run around the corner to see all 4 of them completely ganking Karius. Ganking
Karius.
Karius.
That's
my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, fuck it. Let's get in there. So I'm going to say hello. And I'm going to bap this boyo in the ballos. Boink.
Nice, it's a hit.
Con save.
Okay. A stunning strike.
Ooh, that's a fail. So let's just
he
give
has
him another
Bane on
boink.
him as well.
That wasn't with advantage. That wasn't with
You
advantage.
still got Bane.
Boink. There we go.
Get rid of Bane.
And flurry of blows.
He would have had a 12, but that's still a fail. Okay. Yep, you got advantage.
Yep. I don't know why it's not rolling with advantage.
Should be able to do shift.
I'm holding shift.
Okay.
Trust me, every time I roll, I know which one. But that's a 28. And my last he drops to the floor
works for me.
I trip him up, and he automatically fails, so he's on the floor.
Good question. Are you rolling from your sheet?
I was rolling from the
Okay.
hotkeys, but it's always worked.
I think that's why. I don't know why, but it doesn't work well with the hotkeys. I don't know. The hot bar, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
that won't work, I'm afraid. But, oh well.
last attack, that also wasn't with advantage. I don't get it.
It has to be from your sheet.
I did it from the sheet that time.
Okay, go on, just do something for me real quick. Go to configure settings. Because I want to fix this now before I forget. Go to configure controls.
Yeah.
And then, excuse me, there should be core keybinds.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's not in that one, I don't think.
MIDI QL, wouldn't it be under?
That's the one, correct. Yeah, in MIDI QOL.
Oh,
click that.
it's changed to Alt for me for advantage.
On mine, right now, it says Shift and Alt is both viable. But what I'm starting to guess is that it's player-specific controls. These aren't controls that I change for the game. It's controls you change to be personal to you. So right there, you should see advantage on the top, and you can click and edit them. Do you see? What's yours, Kesh'an?
Hold up. I'm just testing the roll now. Advantage, disadvantage. Yeah, I don't know why that.
You got disadvantage working. That's control. But do you have your key bindings up?
Yeah.
And what do they say? Does it say advantage, shift left, shift right?
Advantage, alt left.
Yeah, so that's where we're gone wrong. On mine, it says shift left and shift right. So if you click the little add button, add binding.
I've just done it.
And then just click shift. There we go.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So now I know those settings aren't game wide. They're just personal. I've only changed my key bindings. So you need to change yours personal to you just by doing the same thing we just did then. All right. Okay, so where were we? You managed to punch him, kick him. He's quite badly injured, and he's stunned as well after that.
And on the floor.
And he's on the floor. Alrighty, sweet. Okay. Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Nice, alright. Wick is on the floor, lads. Elias, go.
So I'm going to tell Karius that he needs to step back, and I'm gonna load up a spell ready for once Karius moves out of the way.
Okay.
I can do that.
Alright then. And which spell is that you're holding?
Confusion now that I know that it's not a single target and it's actually a radiant
Sure.
spell.
Like Shun sees you winding up the spell, and then I guess I haven't actually got enough movement to get in there yet. So because they were right at the back, but now seeing them, he will look around and say, "That's them. Those are the ones that murdered my partner."
Yeah, no shit.
All right. Well then, I'll get ready to move in once your spell is finished.
Sounds good.
And he licks his lips. It is the Dirigar who is on the floor, stunned. Eirina, you'll go.
Okay. I'm gonna move so I can actually see inside the room.
These two here are like ducked down behind the. Oh wait, I forgot to roll a berserker on. Apologies. He should have been up first. Fuck.
He was snoozing.
He was. You enter into the room, Eirina, to see this guy jumping over and coming towards Karius with an axe.
I look at him and go, You ruined my plans.
I am going to. Wait, how big is this room?
Take that!
Ow, you prick.
And I learned how to do this. Damn it!
What,
I missed.
miss?
Ah, shit! I still haven't got that multi-attack thing down, boss. All right, so yeah, go ahead, Eirina.
I am going to take off one of the earrings.
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I'm going to launch it into the room.
Oh lord.
Oh no, that's probably gonna get Karius.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Oh god,
Well, that's why I was trying to... Well, you're fire resistant, right?
Yes. And Kesh'an, I think, has evasion, so he potentially won't take any, but you'll fry a bunch of these.
Yeah.
Oh lord. Con saves? None?
For some
Wait, what?
reason, that...
I just clicked on. That was me. That was actually me. My bad. Ignore that. So you have
I
a
haven't clicked
fireball.
anything yet.
You don't. You have a fireball.
Yeah, it's a level 3 fireball.
Okay. Does it have a DC
earring?
on the
DC 15.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna get
And
rolling.
obviously the big guy already fails because he's on the floor.
And he's
Stunned.
Well, because of the stun. Yeah. Being on the floor doesn't
Yes!
actually affect deck saves.
You knew what I meant.
Oh, I'm just double checking.
I
you
made
need-
the
Oh.
dex save.
I can roll as well.
Yeah.
Yes, but you have evasion.
Oh, Kesh'an, you
Take off.
fail.
Why is that
Oh.
so bad?
Because
Inspiration.
You still have your inspiration.
I am going to use it on this one because a level 3 fireball.
It's a level 3 is a normal sized one.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It's a lot of fire damage though, so I guess
Yeah.
if you want to use it,
Yeah. What is it? D10.
D10, but you only need 1 to pass.
All right, full send on that.
I
Oh my
take
God.
no damage.
Yeah, I really like to think Eirina's pulling you away as she's throwing it in, and they are going to roll their deck saves. So we'll start with the assassin, Stabby McStabberson, not an intellect devourer.
So Kesh'an passed that because he remembers the song that Elias played to him, which was the Cha-Cha Slide.
Very nice. The two drow are very adept at moving quickly. They predict this thing coming. In fact, looks like she's seen these before. And she's like, "Watch out! Grenade!" And she just ducks down behind. The blast does skim the top of her, and she takes half of this. But the assassin somehow backflips away and dodges the whole thing. He's got evasion.
Eirina takes like 10 feet step back.
My God, the berserker dives into the water here and just lets the flames go over the top of him. And looks like everyone's passed except the except the Duragar. But you can still roll your damage.
I click where it says damage fast, right?
You can try that, yeah.
Everyone seems to be targeted by this, so...
Oh, don't actually. Could you untarget before you roll that?
Well, it did it automatically. I didn't click anything. I just
No, I
literally
know,
clicked
but
the earrings.
press on your keyboard, Control, Alt, C. No, it's Alt, Control. Sorry, it's Alt, Shift, C. Or Shift, Alt, C.
Okay, that did that.
Okay, now just click damage.
Oh, I've got to place the template. And then it just automatically targets everyone again.
You should be able to just click damage.
It won't let me. It came up on screen saying I had to put the template down.
Not for me.
Well, then there's obviously an issue on my end.
Just don't click place template. Just click. Oh, no. In the chat, I mean, in the chat.
What do you mean?
So in the chat where you clicked earring of fireballs, if you scroll up.
Yes, I clicked damage, and it told me I had to put the template down.
All right. Well, it didn't for me. That's what I'm saying. It did roll 86 for me. The other option you can do is just click 8 times on the D6.
Just do slash
on
or
the
D6.
dice tray, or you can type /86. Yeah, all of those work. And if you want to clear targets, it's Shift Alt C. 33 is much better than what I rolled.
Okay, so it's half to 17 for me. Then that's half to 9. Because I made the save as well. Oh my god.
There we go.
And then
All right.
half to anyone who doesn't have evasion in terms of the enemies.
Yep, done. They all get scorched except for the assassin who's leaped out of the danger.
Another 5 foot, Eirina.
Another 5.
Yeah.
Got it.
Tackler?
Tacklo's just gonna use their action to disengage because they know what Karius is planning. So I'm just gonna move them back with Eirina. I'm gonna grab hold of Kesh'an and be like, because I know what Llewellyn has, what Elias has planned, you're coming with me, and I am going and I am going to go. Okay, you dodgy bastards, dodge this. And I'm not going to place the I guess I should place the measured template, but then it will hit me, so I'm not going to bother placing the measured template.
Or you can do it and then undo it.
It's basically everyone within 10 feet of me, apart from Kesh'an, because I'm teleporting him with me.
Yeah.
So they can all make a con save or take 25 damage. Wow, I almost matched the fireball. Holy crap. And then me and Kesh'an are going to teleport back here briefly. Just move Kesh'an.
It doesn't hit the female drow at the back there, right?
No, it's just 10 feet.
Okay.
And on top of that, because that is a thunder spell that I have cast, and it is higher than level 1, the Heart Storm.
Bloody hell, they're rolling way better than last time.
And all of the enemies within 10 feet of me who took that, basically the same enemies, will also take 6 lightning damage due to Heart of the Storm.
Very nice. Okay.
And then everybody make wisdom saves.
Yeah.
That's why I got Kesh'an out there, because I wasn't sure if he quite was in the area or not. So I'm not sure what the radius is on that off the top of my head. Apologies.
Is this your last 4th level?
Oh no, I'm onto upcasting. I've just had to use this.
Damn. Okay. Ow.
I don't need any dance, so it's all good.
Sure.
So
It doesn't seem to be rolling their wisdom saves, does it?
no,
There we go. Cool. So they're all pretty good. Well,
they've not done it yet, have they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, the Duragar have. The Drow failed. So then the
Berserker.
Berserker?
The Berserker. Wisdom save. Natural 20. Jesus, they're rolling way better this time.
So the Duragar's stunned anyway. So it's the assassin and the Drow are both confused.
Yeah, 1 second. What's your DC for the
18.
Okay. And for the Thunder Wave?
For the Thunder Wave,
For
it
the
was
Thunder
17.
Yeah, okay. So the assassin passed and took
Half, but then they still took an extra 6 lightning damage from being within 10 feet of me.
13 plus 6, I think 19. And wait, no, they my bad. They didn't get hit. It's this
That
one
was
that
the
got
other one, yeah.
hit. Yeah. What did the Berserker get? 23 saved.
So you take
13.
And then
Is it just one that takes the extra 6?
Nope, all of them within 10 feet.
Okay.
It's
That's mean.
basically Karius is just like, no.
Nice. Okay. That is enough to blast the Duragar up against the wall, leaving a paste of his blood across it.
And I just sort of hearing that sort of resounding crack, or perhaps seeing it as I disappear in this thunderous energy and land next to Tiefling, I just go, 1.
Alright. Moving down, it is the Assassin's Go, who's still...
Stunned. Not stunned, sorry. Confused.
Yeah, they're confused. Alright, you can roll a D10 for him if you want.
Sure.
That's the worst.
Doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Yep. Seems to be sort of holding his head, spinning it in circles. Totally bewildered by what's going on. Alright. The one at the back. I need to roll this.
It also
it's
failed.
She failed as well.
D10. A 1.
So they move in a random direction and don't take an action.
Okay. They try to walk into the walls like their AI is broken. Oh wait, no, actually, 8's this way. Yeah,
Yes.
actually, 8's this way.
Come towards us.
Yeah, they go right into the tunnel. And she just looks over everything and looks at you guys, looks at Kesh'an, tilts her head to the side.
Hi.
Why do I hear music?
Karius starts pretending to play a flute as they say that. Just like miming a flute.
So, your turn, Kesh'an. And I'm going to roll wisdom saves for these two.
Yeah.
Haha. Take that assassin.
Oh, nice. It's when she snaps out of it. What the? It was you.
Eirina, I'm assuming that you don't want to be there.
Why don't I want to be here?
Right at the front. In a very narrow hallway.
I mean, they use a sword.
Are you all good?
I mean, it's my turn. I can't really move.
Oh no, it's my turn.
What do you want to do, Kesh'an?
I want to get to the front.
Yeah,
But everyone's blocking.
But you'd have to try and get past this drow.
Leap over him or her.
Use our heads as stepping stones.
Yeah.
Or just
Can I try
run
that?
along the wall.
Yeah, you can effectively. You can.
Oh yeah, how? If it's a high enough wall, I'll just wall run.
Also,
it's quite cramped. It's quite cramped in here, but I'll allow you to make a tumble check. Moving through your allied space is nothing, no problem, but you just can't end your turn there. So, if you can tumble past her, then I'll allow you to continue straight.
What's the tumble check?
A tumble is either an action or a bonus action.
And it would be acrobatics, I guess.
And it's versus their strength, effectively.
So bonus acrobatics.
Yeah, and you can make it over there.
And past them, so you could be behind them, essentially.
Yeah. And it's a contested check. And I rolled a pitiful 5. They don't seem like they're able to block you, and you're able to easily either at first tumbling past your allies and then jumping over their head instead, landing into the corridor behind them.
I'm looking at the other two, and I'll look behind. They got it. They got that guy. I'm sure it'll be fine. Maybe? Yeah, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna smunk the berserker.
Smunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna smunk him.
Well,
Have you got reach?
No, I'm up to him.
No, you're not. You'd need to be here or here, I think.
Yeah. She would take a swing with her short sword if you're getting right up to the berserker.
This is a weird question. Does she have her reaction because you lose it as being confused and she didn't gain it until end of confusion to end of her turn?
Is that right? Confusion?
Yeah, confusion. You can't react. An effect creature can't take reactions.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure if she would have gained her reaction back at the end of her turn because she was confused for that turn.
Well, I think she would.
think you gain your reaction back. You just can't use your reaction
Yeah.
whilst you're confused.
Okay, so she would have been able to step out.
Yeah. She does have a slice at Kesh'an. Yeah.
And
She hits. She gets a little cut up against-
disadvantage. Displacement cloak.
Oh, that's true.
Damn clock saved you too many times.
There we
Okay,
go.
yeah,
Not
it's
on this
definitely a
case.
hit. Alright, and your shimmering begins to halt as you get struck. However, this poison seems to just run out of your wound. Like it's just ejected out of it. You take a very minor nick from the blade.
Yeah, so just 5 points from that?
It's alright, it's already done it. Oh wait, should have done 9. Because it's 5 plus her dex.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Which is correct. You're back. You went from 111 to 102.
Perfect.
Cool. The berserker gets clobbered across the face, and he looks about ready to fall over.
Could I also get a... He's gonna be really bad on a fucking raging...
I wouldn't waste it on him.
Yeah, I
He's
wouldn't
near death.
either. Yeah,
Okay.
never mind.
Alright, Elias. Concentrating.
I am concentrating, and I am also slippity slapping.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Oh no. I need to make a con save. I got hit
You hit
by
all
all
three?
3.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It
you
says
did. You hit all 3. Okay, cool. Con
didn't-
save it is.
It didn't roll damage, weirdly. Or not on my screen.
Yeah, why isn't it doing damage?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing damage. It did last time.
Do you want to roll 3d4?
3d4. Is it only d4s? I'm pretty sure it's.
Tentacle rod's more than that, isn't it? I can't actually look it up at the moment because I don't have.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm pretty sure it's d6s.
And you crit on one of them, so.
Yeah, the d6 is d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, and the second one was a 5, so that make that a 10. And then,
Well, you roll an extra d6.
all right, I'll roll an extra d6. Let's do that.
You take your
So-
one.
Uh,
15 damage.
It
Nice.
also needs to make
Con
a
save.
con save.
13.
15.
Fail.
Can't use reactions for a whole minute now.
And its speed is halved.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Gotcha.
Right, could you just move back to like here, just so I can get into that gap where you are? When it gets around.
Even more, it can only take action or bonus action, not both.
Action or bonus action, not both. Right, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, severely hampered by these tentacles. Just slap her upside the face continuously. One of them really gets a good clock
Kind of
onto her
funny is it
temple.
was made by Drow originally.
Yeah. She's like,
Go
what the? What, using our weapons against us?
You just hear Elias go, tentacle rod.
No, no.
Because that's what it was
That's
called.
not what it's called. Okay. Zach is gonna
Through the hull of Curse of Strahd, that's what it was called in my
move around
inventory.
and take 2 great axe attacks with advantage against this table, apparently.
I didn't roll with advantage.
No, it didn't. Yeah, my bad. Oh, that's better. Alright, that connects. And it's not doing much damage. Well, hey. You take a little chop to the side, and then a second chop. What does it take to bring these things down? Ugh. He's just getting tired from this. Look, Shun does have reach, and just goes to stab this here drow. Misses, and then hits. Where is it? Okay, so Eirina, you hear this sound behind you. Sounds like this vicious whoosh as this glaive comes colliding with the drow in front of you. And man, the impact is heavy and hard. Probably harder than what the glaive that Karius wields is like. Does 19 points of damage.
Wait, a 2d10
Maybe.
glaive?
Maybe be careful with that.
Slices an arm off near enough. And she's just like, ah! Screaming at the top of her lungs. And you just see a wicked grin on this guy's face. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Eirina, it's your turn.
All right. Well, if it's best served cold, I'm gonna move out your way. I'm going to squeeze past.
You can't get past. You need to
Why
either
not?
tumble through her or shove her. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll just attack her then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know, people aren't oozes. Go ahead.
1.
That's a hit. She barely holds on. Oh my lord! Wait, how many? You've only got 2 attacks, right?
I get 3, but only 2 of them hit her.
You get 3?
Yeah. No, sorry, I do only get 2. No, that's my bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because I've been doing Eldritch Blasts. My brain was in 3 mode. Fine.
That's fine. You do look. She does look like she's about to just tumble over though from the first strike. The second one, you probably miss because she literally falls onto you.
Rude.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else? Tackler?
Now, let me just check with Find Familiar, because this could determine something on what I do.
They can't do attacks, I know that one.
No, but they can do something with their reaction.
They can do touch spells.
Yes, touch spells.
Does that...
If you...
when you can't... Oh, so...
They can deliver like a shocking grasp for you.
Yeah, but it has to be like my action and then their
It does.
reaction. So Karius is just going to temporarily squeeze into the same space as this guy. Just be like, nice glaive. And he coats his in the thunderous energy of Booming Blade. And will swing.
That finishes her off.
Let's see how much the Booming Blade damage is just for the funds. It was only another 9 damage, just their body explodes in the thunderous.
Her body kind of blasts backwards. And he says, wait, don't ruin. I mean, good job. Well done. That puts an end to her.
Karius just sort of sideways looks at Elias as he seems to be saying, don't ruin that. And then he's just going to walk over to this guy, and just be like, do I have a spell that I can do this with? Just checking how this feature works, which you think I would know. Yeah, when you cast a spell, I could change it to a bonus action.
Roll a d10 for me, Elias.
D10. Hey! Just moves in a random direction.
Love it. I wanted to. Oh god.
Huh.
It tries to walk into Kesh'an. Out of the way! Out of the way!
I'm sorry, are you getting a little frustrated with the move that you loved through the whole of Curse Strad?
I must reach the sound of this alluring music. In fact, hold on a minute. Tumble past. Yeah, it's gonna tumble past you. Yeah.
Does he also
I
then
think
have to
Kesh'an
make
can beat that.
then have to make another one against me?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So I have to roll against it with my acrobatics?
No, your strength. But I don't think you're going to be at 23. You can attempt to stop this 17 though, Karius.
Nope.
Okay. Just
I
try to.
get an opportunity.
You would actually.
Yeah.
Although, is this? No, it isn't force movement. Yeah, go ahead.
Swing.
And Sentinel kicks in. They can't move.
Okay, so they kind of get stuck.
Just screwing these guys. I love
They
it.
kind of get stuck.
Between a tiefling and a fluffy place.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know where that. Something like that. But anyway, go ahead. Back to you.
Why not? Give me a con save. Why not? Let's just see how far this goes.
Do they need to come through? Yeah, they fail. Your turn, Kesh'an. Go ahead. You got full reign on this guy now. He's completely locked up.
Yes, I'm gonna take 2 attacks against him. Whack.
He's not in a good place.
Whack.
Why? They're clean hits to like the temple. This guy's gonna go unconscious any moment now.
Flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
Whack.
Oh my god.
Is he down?
I punch his face in the face.
He should be down, but he's breathing still, believe it or not.
Maybe swing your final blow at the berserker.
That's
anyway.
what I was gonna do. Do. Boink.
Dog! He definitely goes down.
I just kind of like go for the last punch towards the assassin, but arc it wide, and it just catches him off guard.
No. Okay. That goes back to you, Elias.
My turn.
Yeah.
I don't think I am in range. So you know what I'm gonna do? No. Sorry, Eirina. Sorry.
Are you gonna tentacle slap again?
Yeah.
You are. Yeah, he is.
It's not doing that.
He gets hit by that one.
So it's
What have you done?
3d6
Why have you changed the text?
to actually
Why
show
have
the thing. So he has to make a con save if he's still up.
He is not up. After that, you're just beating a body on the ground, bludgeoning damage, right? So technically he's unconscious as well, just like laid out, his body just getting whacked again and again and again.
Take tentacle. Take tentacle.
Beating him until he's black and blue, but that will end combat. They are no more a threat.
Alright, Karius is going to go over to the Duergar and loot him.
Yeah, we'll loot all these guys.
Okay.
I'm keeping my eyes on the tiefling.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on the tiefling.
The
But
Taklo is also, he's just like... But he's probably hiding in, like, Eirina's, like, robes, just sort of glancing at him out the thing, just sort of humming to himself, Secret Agent Dragon.
I'm gonna take the 2 that I slapped my tentacles up across the faces.
You can have the Berserker then, I guess. Kesh'an?
Okay.
Nice.
On their bodies, you don't find much in terms of wealth. You know that they stored all of that in their hideout back in the other room, but their weapons do include stuff like flails, short swords, longbow, arrows. The Duragar, in fact, was wearing plate armor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do they have
Are good for you, Karius?
Yeah.
No, I can't wear plate. Actually,
It's a lot. I don't know if
Cat.
you've got anything you can hold with all that with, but
No, can I wear plate?
If you can wear medium armor, then yeah. I believe, unless
Plate's heavy.
It is.
it's half plate that I'm.
You can wear armor. You need strength 15, and
I
you
have
have that.
strength 16, but
But
I think
It does-
Tempest Cleric gets proficiency in it, doesn't it?
not sure.
Yeah, I'm proficient in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you could wear plate if you really wanted to go get this stuff off of him.
Hmm.
That's like 1,800 gold.
Karius sort of looks at his cool coloured armor and then this guy's armor and is just like, because it doesn't boost my AC in any way.
No.
Because I'm already at an 18 and I'm not using shield.
Right. Because you got the dex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna I sort of look at him and just be like, his armor is worth a lot of money. But I don't know if we've got enough.
I mean,
a bag of holding.
They tried to rob us. If Ladorvu was coming through here, he'd probably say that he took the stuff anyway.
Do we have space in the bag of holding for a full set of plate armor?
Probably.
I mean,
You have to dismantle it all down.
Yeah. So Karius will spend some time doing that. Is there any of the poison on the drow?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there poisons on these guys?
Yeah, give me an investigation check for that. They seem to be
Meanwhile, can I take a look on their persons, on all of them, to see if I can find any kind of note as to where they were going, what they were doing?
You're looking for the.
So these guys don't look like they're following orders, Kesh'an. From the stuff that you've gathered, these guys seem to have they've banded together. It's not normal you see drow working with other races, first of all. They're quite xenophobic.
Okay.
But you can tell they've probably pulled together their resources to survive down here. And apart from that, it's just a bits of scrap here and there. They haven't got like an artillery or anything, but you do remember they had a storeroom with all their loot in it. And Elias was just about to open up a crate when they pointed a crossbow to them.
Go back. It should only be around the corner or something, shouldn't it?
Elias, you find 2 vials of poison. They are pretty deadly. It's the stuff I just used. 76 poison on a DC 15.
And if they fail it by 5, they go unconscious, right? Drow poison?
No, that would be normal drow poison. This is assassin's poison.
I swear that's what it said on one of their attacks against me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That might have been the other one. Hold on. I'm talking about.
I thought it said down the first.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. The other one, the drow stalker, does have drow poison on them.
Yeah.
Did we get any of that? Or?
What we'll say then, we'll divide it up because I was expecting it to be 1 each for them, but that's the first vial is DC 15 76. The second vial is 3d6 and poisoned and unconscious, which I'll type into the chat for you.
Cool. Hey, Eirina. Do you want these? There was mention that your friend collects poisons.
I can hold on to them.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you want to use them or whatever.
I stick them in the bag of holding for safety so that we don't accidentally spill them anywhere. And
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
reason, apart from the fact that I got hit by it, but with the drow poison, that's the one that Nisha used so much in. Not Nisha.
Please do actually add that. If you don't add it, you lose it.
Yeah.
So you'll have to create an item in the bag of holding.
Yes.
You do that. Can you put it in the bag?
Do we have an item for the bag of holding that we can?
Whose bag of holding is this?
It's Llewellyn's, but I've got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it should technically go on.
Have you? What was in the bag of holding before, Jamey?
A lot.
Is it on your sheet?
No, it's just stuff on Llewellyn's sheet, but
That's what I mean. But you haven't marked what's in it.
there's a few things that I've already sent to Steph in the past, a small list of stuff that she would know is in the bag of holding, but other than that, it would mean.
All right. Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to create an actor, and we're going to call it bag of holding.
Like what I've done for the other group.
Yeah, it's just the easiest. It's a player character. It's in the folder. Actually, we don't want to put it in a folder. Actually, shall I put it in the Vellens folder for now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamey?
That's
okay.
fine.
All right, so then figure permissions. Oh, no. Okay, so everyone's got access to this sheet. All you need to do is go to the inventory and add however many items you need, and I'll figure out the weight of it later, because I actually did this on my friend's campaign. I worked out the actual carrying capacity of a bag of holding. So when it gets overflowed, when it's full, it literally will burst. So yeah, all you need to do then is just add items to it.
Yeah, we'll do when I get
consumable. Yeah.
Yeah, for a poison.
There's the drow poison at least. It for some reason went down into the loop, but
that's fine then.
But you said it's a DC 15, didn't you?
It is. It
drow
should
poison is a 13, so I'm guessing this must be an amped up version. So, and it's just one dose of that one.
It is one dose of the drow poison and one dose of the assassin's poison.
Okay, I've added the drow. If you want to add the assassin stuff.
Yeah. Don't worry about writing one dose or whatever. The dosage is in the little parentheses in the brackets.
Yeah.
That'll denote how many you got.
It was purely.
How do I add it?
So you've done you click the little add button, and then it'll just create an item, and then you can right click that item and then edit item.
Yep.
And then you can type in the name and then copy and paste that DC 15 con save 7d6 poison into the text box, and then you need to click save on the far right of the bar. So when you mouse over the if you click edit item, you'll see a little edit button pop up.
Yeah.
And the bag folding, the plate armor should fit in there, so I'm just gonna.
Yes, you can drag a plate on there.
Yep, I will do that because I can use this.
Okay. All right. After you've done all that, that was like half the bag of holding just then. But yeah.
Really?
No, it's just the carrying capacity of a 10 strength character. Like I said, I've got to change this. I'll find out later what it was. I think it's something like 15 strength, which matches it. Any case, that is your bag of holding done and looting done. The tiefling has gathered up the bodies and dragged them into the room. Actually, he says, this looks like some sort of sacred well or something. I'm not even sure what it is, but I don't want the bodies here ruining that.
Where are you planning to take them?
I'll take them back into my room until I can dispose of them properly.
Well then, if we could have your key, we held up ours end.
Ah, of course. And he rips the cord off of his neck and tosses it to you.
Yep.
And it is indeed cold to the touch. Very cold.
What does the other one feel like to the touch?
Slightly warmer, yeah. Yeah.
Is he just gonna drag
Is
off
he-
them like one body at a time?
Yes.
Okay. As he kind of drags off one, I'm just gonna sort of lean over to Elias and be like, "You think it's weird that he left his friend in the corridor, but he's so hell bent on taking these ones?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird,
Maybe-
don't you think?"
Oh, you're leaning in.
Is this like a means of they were maybe all band together and they
I don't know, but he said not to, like he started saying about not ruining or don't spoil, but he left his friend to the rats.
Yeah, that is really weird.
He comes back.
Karius looks to it. Karius actually speaking through Taklo's mind because he's thinking the same thing, so he'll telepathically send the image to Eirina of a blue tiefling head eating a drow head. And then a question mark.
Ew.
Because if you think about it, he might not take a tiefling because he might consider that cannibalism. He might not consider that for other races.
You can add that to the bag, Jamie.
Man just wants a snack.
But that's the stuff
I'll
that
call him for that.
Eirina would know that has been
Okay.
in the bag of holding.
Gotcha. In that case, you can add. Everyone can see the bag of holding. So it's all good. Just point out this thing reverts back to its normal size. This Duragar, and he drags that as well. Once you've taken over the plate, he doesn't seem to care about any of the belongings on them.
So that's
He just wants the meat.
yeah, sort of.
Right. I'll have to. Perhaps I'll burn the bodies later, in a safer place. You don't want to make a fire underground. The smoke is bad for your lung.
I'm gonna roll an
Mhm.
insight check on him.
Yeah,
pretty
his behavior is insight worthy.
I'm pretty sure a couple of them were still breathing.
Well, they were.
I will also insight.
Yeah, you can insight check.
23.
He's so shifty.
Okay. 20,
No,
23?
and it was
What?
10.
You rolled a 10. Fucking so-
Trying to guess it.
you have no idea what he wants with bodies. If this guy has lost someone, his behavior might be strange. You're not sure. I mean, it does make sense. He doesn't want it contaminating the waters of whatever this strange well is. It just seemed like that was all he was after. But at the end of the day, he has fulfilled his bargain and he has given you the key. So you don't see any other like games being played here with you guys. He has held up his end of the bargain.
We should probably get moving soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're heading down, aren't you? Deeper.
Once we've found our friends, yeah.
I see.
What will you do?
I haven't yet decided. Now that my partner has been avenged, I guess.
Well, you fought well. Instead of being cooped up here in the labyrinth, why don't you join us until the next layer? At least then, if we find civilization, we can leave you with them where you're safe and not alone.
We know there's goblins further down at least.
Goblin. Seems think about it for a moment.
Maybe go deal with your friends and make a decision. There's no
Yeah.
rush.
I
We've
mean,
got to
we
find
can
our
help
friends
you if you
anyway,
want.
so
Or if you're going to stay here, and obviously you're going to be by yourself, I know it's probably cheeky, but I'm going to ask anyway. Could I have your glaive?
I need this to defend myself.
I'll trade it for this scythe I got from a weird shadowy place.
Shadowy realm?
Yeah, like what was it, Eirina? It was
that's the Shadowfell, wasn't it?
yeah, that's the one.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it seems an appropriate symbol for someone reaping the lives of people to avenge their friends.
I'm not sure. My glaive is fairly unwieldy. It's also been with me for so long.
Yeah, that's fair. If you've got sentimental attachment to it, I just saw that as you can tell, I've got a bit of a collection going on, so.
Indeed. No, I need this. This is a powerful weapon that's been by my side for as long as I can remember.
Well, then, if we are just passing through, if you are thinking of staying here, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yep.
I'll go to pass him and just kind of tap him on the shoulder like you'll do good.
I am torn. Perhaps there is nothing left for me here. Are you certain you have the means to finally escape this place?
Well, we hope so. We have a dead friend who's waiting for us.
How would you finally get out?
Well, hopefully once we get down there, we're hoping that from where that is, potentially, if we've got like a pinpoint, we might be able to get someone to use a spell to get us out if we can contact them.
You have someone who can teleport you out. Right. Okay.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure it's going to work, but it'll be our first try.
You could say we're a little bit of a big deal, so it's like if we go missing, people know about it.
Save a couple of
You ever heard
kidneys
of Kesh'an?
I'm not, I'm afraid. Been down here for a while.
That makes sense. I don't think the bards reach down here.
You can, in this case, Karius, you can roll the persuasion check, as he does, as a caster, seem to understand teleportation magic and that there are potential spells that can get him out. He says, all right. Yes, we heard you. Huh?
What?
I said, why am I ever talking? Why am I the one who always makes the persuasion rolls? That's a thing.
Yeah.
To be fair, have you ever heard of the very eloquent Chad?
I'll roll an intelligence check for that one.
His songs have gone through different dimensions.
Yeah, there's a potential because Chad literally walks realms. He's become a planeswalker. I have heard tales of a legendary bard by that name, but never met them in person.
Well, he is the one that is plane walking us out of here. So if you want to come with an escape, that would be the way.
Very well. Let me gather my things first. And the door's just around there. And you just point down the hallway.
Yeah.
All right.
To wait for other. It's probably best because we don't know how these places will shift, but this place is pretty central if we just wait here for Andi and Raheem to turn up.
I mean, wouldn't it be great to shift or wait for the shift to go back to that room full of stuff. That
I
is now
mean, we can wait if it shifts back to that stuff whilst we're waiting here for Raheem and Andi. But to be honest, it's Raheem and Andi. The guys aren't there. Do you really think that loot is still there? Oh wait,
Oh,
you probably wouldn't know that, but yeah.
you think that they've already gone back together?
Yeah, that's honestly probably where they disappeared off to.
Huh.
Yeah, Andy has a penchant for shiny things and has sticky fingers.
So she's a... Is it klepto?
You know, she's got some self-control.
It's just particularly shiny things. Her dad, on the other hand.
Well, we don't know too much about Raheem yet.
I mean, he stole away her childhood.
I can agree to an
Technically, that was
extent.
the Sultan.
Yeah.
Although I like things that keep me alive.
Yeah. I like things that either teach me cool things or hit hard. I still kind of want that guy's glaive. Not
So as you guys are, we're just gonna wrap up in a minute, but I've got something for you. Here you go. Come back into that chamber, and you're all putting the gems in the door, right? Getting ready to open it.
Yeah.
Though you're waiting for.
Wait for
Raheem and.
Okay. Well, perfect. I'm gonna make a couple of rolls on them, and then we'll see what they get, because those two together, no doubt, have something up their sleeve. Where's the thieves' tools? There they are.
just
where-
them getting loots.
What? Where are the thieves' tools?
Forget, were these benches or were these like stone chairs?
They're
They're
benches.
stone.
Okay,
No,
Karius is just. I can remember if they were coffins or like benches. Karius is just.
Yeah,
No,
no,
they're
they're-
benches because the stone cult people were underneath them.
That's right.
Yeah. The stone cold people.
We're not a cult! You hear him in Terran as they all begin rolling out from the corner. Not a cult! Not a cult! Not a
I
cult!
don't understand Terran, so
They
No.
begin chanting.
I
it.
just think they're chanting like, "Oh no, the cult is up to something."
And Karius just looks to them. You're doing it for the greater good. In Terran.
Right? No.
Damn, I was hoping that would
think-
work.
Things that chant like that,
Where
saying
the
that they're not a cult, are usually a cult.
They've been brainwashed.
I have a question. Considering how small these things are,
Yes.
could you launch them with the catapult spell?
Probably.
Yes, probably.
Could I
Yeah.
launch them with control winds by making a gale and just blow them all at someone like a hailstorm
God.
of stones?
It's mean. What's Andy's proficiency? It's +5, isn't it? Yeah. Woof. Okay, cool. So everyone hears a strange sound coming from the altar,
They found a secret passage.
and yep,
Jano!
you hear the grinding of stone after a couple of like clicks, and you hear no, the other way, counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. No, clockwise is lefty. No, it's round, and you just hear again. Dad, I've got it. Yeah, no problem. And then you hear them say, "All right, on 3,
That's wall.
1." Hey, what the heck?
I use pass wall as I hear through the wall.
You hear suddenly Raheem
Oh, that's
falls through
such
the
a
wall
waste
on
of a
top of you.
spell.
I know.
Elias, what? Ah! Oh, we're back in here. I found everyone.
And we have the keys. And a new friend.
Did you? We
Elias,
took-
you're
Yeah.
you're alive. We
What do you
thought
mean?
we'd lost you.
And you still have the shackles on your legs.
I do, but we have not stopped moving.
I may
can
have a
still do it.
I may have a way to get rid of them that won't lose your legs. But
They
I won't be
won't-
able to do it at first.
He won't lose his legs anyway. We could
That
still
won't
do
lose
that.
the legs temporarily.
And, Andy follows through the wall as well, and in their arms, they are holding quite a large crate. that Yuckmug's also helping steady with them. Easy does it. There we go. Put it down here. And they left it down with a heavy thud. And
Nice.
Yuckmug lifts up the lid, and inside are these large pearls that look to be the same size as the ones in the pearl python's head, if you recall. This little
His
artwork.
family.
No.
Yeah, we found these in their little hideout that they left abandoned like idiots.
They're dead
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay,
Oh.
speaking of, just really, really quickly, and I turn to Raheem, you didn't piss off a blue tiefling when you
What?
were with this group, did you?
No, I've never met a blue tiefling except Karius.
I was
Are
about
you
to...
100% sure?
I've met red ones, orange ones, pink ones, never a blue one.
Okay, because we've met one down here and he seems shifty as hell. We've killed the other guys. And
Right.
he's gone off, but he may be joining us, and I don't want another ruckus if you've peed him off too.
No. I don't think I have.
All right.
I would remember, right? Unless in my past life. Well, in any case, I'm sure we'll be best of friends now.
No, but keep an eye on him.
So, pearls,
And he looks over the pearls, and it comforts the pearl python, who is very visibly
Wait.
somber and staring at the crate.
Andy, are these pearls extracted from pearl pythons? Is that why your friend's so sad?
She nods, yeah.
Well, now I'm glad I killed those guys. I mean,
They
I
were
was glad
How
I
many,
killed
how
them
many
anyway.
pearls have we got in here, roughly?
A family-sized pearl. There's the mummy pearl, daddy pearl. I'm just gonna roll a d6. 2d6, 3d6. 12 pearls. 12 pearl. They've been harvesting for a while now, by the look.
And you said how many big are they? How big are they? Like, compared to, like, how big is the python?
The python is a python's sized, like a normal sized python. And if it's in the top of the forehead, it's it's roughly like a
Andy's a
almost like the
jeweler.
size of
How
a
much are they worth?
That's, well, I'm thinking Andy might probably use her jeweler's kit to sort of string them together for the python.
Oh, the python.
yeah.
Like
They're
string them
sizable
together
pearls.
and like you said you've got a larger one, a slightly smaller one, and put them in order so they're like the shape of a python.
Okay.
And then
If you
she
want-
can maybe potentially like wrap it around her arm.
I'll let that go whenever she decides to do with these pearls. That's up to her, and we can decide with that in maybe the downtime. Let her know what the situation is,
Yeah,
and
stick,
then she can
stick
decide.
them on a sheet or something.
Yeah. But for now, you're standing before the door, and you're about to place these two gems in. The last thing, in fact, no, we can open up the door.
Yeah,
Sure.
and we're waiting on the tiefling.
Because you guys have come this far, you've got both keys. Not let it
I just head off shortly.
wait any longer. So the door, as you place both gems in, they both match. You hear a blast of cold and heat from either one, and you hear the rumbling of the stone as this door does give way. And I can't move the door for some reason. It's locked. Let me just turn it into
You
a
turned
door.
it off and on again.
I'll turn it into a door. That works. Aha! Can't fool me. There's another door behind that. There is actually, but I'll have to. I'm gonna open it as well. This second door opens, and inside you see a beautiful little pool of crystal clear water. There are more of these stone fruit plants growing in here, in fact. And will you leave
Enough
that door?
with the door!
Jesus, that door. And there appears to be no bottom to this pool of water. It just seems to descend further and further into darkness.
They did say it was a leap of faith.
And this looks to perhaps be the way. And as you're all taking in this wonder of of nature, this small little oasis in the midst of this. You stop pissing off the doors. Oh my god.
The doors are
doors
allowed.
mimic.
Piss them off.
You see, Kesh'an is standing behind you, and he says, "I've decided to catch up to you. Now that the door is open, there's no reason I can't follow after when I'm ready."
Right.
So I'm not taking a leap of faith in this. The
Cap-
Wand of Morse, the third beast that you can beat, is actually a water beast.
Karius, without even hesitating, is just going to jump in and start swimming down.
Kesh'an's going to
Okay.
follow straight on. This
In-
is his
No.
path.
In fact, does the water seem to be flowing down, or is it like a layer of water and then a drop?
It's just darkness all the way down.
Okay, then
So-
Karius is going to act. Actually, does the adaptation thing let you breathe underwater? Yeah, you can breathe normally in any environment, so he's just going to swim.
Cool. There's no struggle as you begin to adapt your lungs to breathe this water. There is oxygen in it. However, what you do feel, Kesh'an, first, is this strong current surging you back up, trying to repel you. And as a result of this, I need strength saves from anyone trying to push their way down.
No, you know
through the
what?
water.
You know what?
Oh.
Screw that noise. Wavebender's Leomano control water to redirect the flow back the other way.
Got control water, yes, yes it does.
From
Damn, son, let's go.
You don't feel repelling anymore, Kesh'an, but I will say this. You recall back in your memory that at some point in the scroll, it did describe this long swim through a tunnel, and it was a little challenge for Ludorvu to push past this feat
Fine.
of athleticism.
Fine. Karius will do it directing him, but then as soon as he's gone past, he'll let it return to normal.
Okay.
I was going to say, like, we can just propel ourselves forward instead of, like, letting the current take us. So it's controlled, but it's still at speed.
Yeah,
Sure.
basically all he's done is slow the flow slightly, I guess.
Does anyone want to ride the Plesiosaurus?
Let Eirina.
It's 40 feet swim and it can hold its breath for an hour.
What?
Chris, very quick, because it's so dark down here, am
Yeah.
I technically blinded?
Yeah.
Cool. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
I can no longer suffocate.
No, suffocation isn't a condition.
It's
but,
a condition.
but Kesh'an, if you want to do one,
Egbert is going blue.
if you want to do a strength save, it's up to you. It's not an optional one, just so that you can feel the same hardships as your former master did.
Yeah.
Then
Strength
go-
save?
Yeah, strength save.
I'm actually good at those. Without joking this time.
Yeah, I know, monks. You work. It's a good workout, that's for sure. And your arms are burning by the time you swim to the very, very bottom. And there is a light at the end of this, and you do have to take a break or two along the way. But you're making progress. You're not getting stopped by the current at all. You're just sort of taking a break, maybe even steadying yourself against the tunnel for a moment before you swim again. And yeah, you feel as though with a long swim like this, by the end of it, your muscles will have grown. You would have basically bulked out on swimming. It's a full body workout, and you reckon this is how Ludorvu trained and how he hardened his soul eventually. But at this point, though, I'm gonna say you guys either using the Plesiosaurus or the control waters. None of you have that problem of breathing as well. So long as you've got a necklace of adaptation, you will all basically make it to the bottom, no problem. And when I say bottom, what I mean is the top, because you actually exit out of a ceiling and into another hall, which I'll describe for you next time. But we'll leave it in we'll leave you in the tunnel for now. But yeah, that's a nice session. Well done, guys. Finally getting
Oh
through.
yeah.
Yeah.
Breaching into the third, and we'll see what challenges
Yes.
evolve.
And as we go down this waterfall, join us Sunday where we'll be going to Downfall, which is weirdly appropriate in the like campaign with the carnival cards. And join us Monday where we enter a garden of welcome, right? In what lies beneath.
Yeah.
And then join us Friday for what happens next here.
Will we get eaten by our new friend?
Plesiosaurus.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.